Yeah. We're back live from the green room, episode
49.
49. I think we 50 every week. Every week I'm like, once we hit that 50, I feel like we in business for real.
Well, that'll be next week.
What's up, y'all? Tony Rock in the building.
Got Joe Fox in the building.
Our sponsor, Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. Make sure you try it. Link right here. Order your rum punch. Last week, people was at the Date Joe Fox episode.
Falling out.
They left very happy. Very, very happy. Good to be back in the building. This intro for this cat.
Okay.
Only maybe three people could get this intro
right
that I'm going to give this guy. In Los Angeles, when I write a new joke and I think it's good, I say to myself, I can't wait for you to hear this.
Let me tell you what's spooky about that.
Wait. Number two, can I say?
Yes.
Secondly, if I write a real good joke, I'm at the house 4 a.m, just up like that inspiration hits you,
Right.
and I write it, and sometimes it'll come easily. You know that? Like,
Yes.
Sometimes
Sure.
the whole bit will come to me.
Yeah.
And I'll say, I think I might have heard this. Maybe I'm writing from.
Right.
It was in the back of my
Right.
recess. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yes.
writing somebody else's joke because it came so easy.
Right.
I'll ask Chris Spencer. Because you know, I've said this to him before. Hey man, I got this bit, and you'll go, no, Ronnie Dangerfield in
Right.
75 did he did the Orpheum in Cleveland and said something similar. Not the same thing, but I'm like, all right, scrap it.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Spencer.
That's hilarious.
Comic, actor, writer, producer, director.
Oh,
Make sure I give you your props. I'm always like, yo.
That's so funny you said that. So, same thing with you, because Tony's the only person that I know that really enjoys comedy. Like, no, we're all comedians.
Yeah.
But when it's time to go, we go. It's over.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I'll be here till my spot. Tony would come and have a date and be watching the comedy show like a regular person. What time you going up? Oh, I'm not going up.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm just
You shopping in
Stephanie.
his
She just came out here from Montreal. I had a gig out there. She wanted to come.
Man.
He's in the audience. Imagine going to the Laker game and Shaq still plays, but he's with Phoenix now, and he's just in the audience chilling.
It's just watching
I
the game.
absolutely love it. I love
You
it.
and your brother really
I
love
love it.
the art of stand-up comedy. So it's the same thing with me. When I think of a joke, I'm like, first I go, sometimes when it's really, really good, I go, I wonder if Tony does this. Because you are one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so
And
much.
you're one of the greatest punch-uppers in the world.
I take pride in
Right,
that.
because like I come off stage, Tony go,
I gave
okay.
Arsenio a punch the other day. He said something. And I'm like, no, you said it, but you got to call it back at the end and
Right.
end your set with that.
Right.
He was like,
right.
how the fuck did I not think of
Right.
that this whole time?
Right.
Like,
Right. And
But-
then this dude is most improved.
oh yeah.
I've never seen nobody
Oh, yeah.
grow that fast.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't even say most improved.
It was a divorce. It was a divorce.
Divorce gets you a lot of material. But you know what? We didn't really see you go up much.
Yeah.
At least, you know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
were always helping us.
Right.
And then when I first saw him, I was like, you know, Joe Fox is hysterical. It's like, yeah, I've been on that. I said, because we don't ever really watch except for, this dude right here who's.
You know, that's really funny because there's so many people in this business that you know real well.
Yes.
You see them in the comedy club, but you never see them go up.
Never
Or maybe
see
them.
once.
Yeah.
And you don't see
or
them
it's in
for years.
passing. Oh, when I'm going up after Joe.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's good. And then
Yeah, you don't know their
you know
stuff.
what I mean? You don't really pay attention. So I got a chance to pay attention. I'm like, you've already known, but Joe, you're brilliant.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Coming from a writer like you. Because see, that's what I always pride myself on. Do the writers in the room,
so
can they
important to
hear?
me.
Because it's a different radar.
Yes.
Because, when you're telling jokes and you just fooling around, you just up there bullshitting, or you just have that knack. You never do it twice the same time. I'm talking about myself.
Right.
But okay, you wrote that. That's a writer's joke. So I
and like
really
he's talking
respect
about, we said stuff that comes too easy.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll say something and it kills, and I go, y'all shouldn't really laugh at that. You know what I mean? I feel bad. And that's other people's killer bits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like but I love, all three of us, we love clever. And we're not even trying to be clever. It's just, it's clever. And we don't even know it until somebody else tells us. And now that's who we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think because we see so much of it that we just like,
Yes.
we kind of got a little bit of a, what is it like? We just, what's the phrase? when you see something, we do something so much, we just kind of
desensitized.
We got desensitized
Yes.
to like the creativeness of the
Right.
writing because we see it so much, and like you said, we participate in it.
Mhm.
So when we see it, we're just like, oh yeah, all right.
And then I bet we probably have all the same favorite comics.
Listen,
comedians.
hold up. This is the esteem I hold you in. Ready? We did Herb's birthday show.
Mhm.
You were supposed to be on it.
Yes.
He was not there.
I remember.
I wrote a new set for Herb's birthday show.
For me to see.
Yo, when I tell y'all how disappointed I was,
Really?
I was literally backstage like, where's Chris?
Is he not here to
Like
see
I
this?
see you on the line. I'm like, okay, when Chris see this intro,
Right.
and Herb's like, yeah, Chris said he couldn't make it, man. I'm like, oh wait, no, Chris got to be here. Here's my intro. I waited for this episode to tell you the intro. So I came on stage and I said, yo, it's Herb's birthday show. You know, everybody here loves Herb.
Right.
Loves Herb's.
Right.
Round of applause. I figured out who Herb is. Herb's the guy in the movie Taken that was at the airport when the girls land. He goes, hey, these Ubers are too expensive. You want to share? You want to share? And Herb rides with them to the hotel they're staying at and calls Buddy Lewis. And Buddy Lewis comes and snatches the girls up, right? Look, I said, the girls in the hotel, oh, Dad, somebody's in here. And the father says, listen very carefully. You're going to be taken to Jamie Foxx's house. Yo, son, the room exploded. And I'm like, damn it. The room exploded. I go, man, fuck that shit, man. Chris ain't here to see this.
Damn it.
Everybody's like, yo. And I go,
that's not the right
it
laugh.
ain't-
That is
I don't
the right
even care,
laugh.
man. Chris
I
ain't-
probably would have exploded.
and you know, Buddy Lewis got that funny, they laugh like
Yes,
that. I
yes.
said, and then the father, Buddy Lewis picks up the phone, and the father goes, I have a certain special set of skills. I will find you. And Buddy Lewis goes, good luck, sucker, and hangs up the phone. Room dying. I go, but Chris ain't here. I just wasted.
appreciate
I said,
that.
Chris ain't here.
I appreciate that.
It was for you, man. The whole intro was for you.
You know you're my kid's favorite comedian after.
I remember. Yes.
Madison Square Garden or
The Barclays.
Barclays.
Mm.
What was that show? You,
Me.
The headliners.
Chris,
Kev.
and Kev.
Yeah.
And then my kids were like, I said, so who was your favorite? Tony, duh. They didn't say duh because that sounds white. And they talk blacker than they are. They're like, Tony. I go, really? What? They knew your whole set.
Man, I love
Wow.
it. How old are they? How the
They're
babies?
great. He's
Tell
at
them I said
Howard.
hello.
He's a sophomore at Howard.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Really?
I get choked up already. She's a senior. About to graduate and get ready to go to college.
Wow.
This left ear tears up like the Native American dude on the freeway.
The litter, yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna have to.
Wow. Where's she going to Howard as well?
She wants to go to Howard.
Now isn't Ross going up there too?
Ross
Is Ross a Howard?
Ross graduated from Hampton.
Hampton.
And Royce
Oh, yeah.
graduated from Howard already.
Okay, all right.
So they're
all
both
right.
gone.
Wow. Okay, the future
Isn't
looks
that
very good.
Isn't that something?
Young Black Hollywood.
It's so fast. You know, you always hear. I know you're hearing it. Yo, it happens quick. And you're like, you want to help me with these diapers? You want to take them to,
Mhm.
karate practice? It's a
Excuse me.
blink. I mean, you guys remember when they were like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
No, that's
remember
what
when
I'm shocked you said that.
Y'all remember when I met her?
That's true.
That's a long time ago, brother.
Yo, Charleston's 5 this May.
That's
5,
crazy.
and it feel like yesterday to me. 5.
I just made 18 years out here.
In LA?
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd you come from?
Texas.
What part?
Dallas.
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Wait, so much stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Because we have known each other for a very long time.
Mhm.
I remember you did an episode of my brother's show, the HBO Chris Rock show.
Yes.
And was
you
like,
were
yo,
a PA, right?
I was everything on that.
Yes.
I was there to get a check, man.
Yeah.
He was a gaffer,
look,
Tony.
He was like, yo, me and my cousin Sherrod, he's like, yo, just keep them working
Yes.
and keep them out the way,
Right.
and I'll just pay them on Friday. So
Yeah.
we was whatever they needed.
Yes.
Right.
But we was always trying to be in that writers' room. It was it was the Justice League.
Right.
It was Wanda Sykes, Louis C.K., Chuck Sklar,
Oh,
Ali
wow.
Leroy, my brother. I'm forgetting somebody.
Was Mario in there?
Mario was there.
Ponytail. Lance Crothers
Lance Crothers
and his ex-wife.
and his ex-wife. Yes.
Robin
Yes.
Montague. I don't want to.
Rob Montague. Yeah. All in the room. Just throwing shit around. And I would be in the room like, yo, they fucking. And they would write
Like-
shit and be like, we're not going to use that. And I'm like, God damn, can I use that? Like, can I get that? So it was amazing. I met
Picking
you.
up
I
jokes
think
off
I
the
met you
floor.
then, but I
Yes.
knew you from,
Right.
stuff, prior stuff. And come to LA.
That's a hell of a team.
You was hosting shows.
Yes.
You host everything.
Right.
You always hosted something.
Chris is the host of with every show. I know he's making at least $400 a show. Like you want to make it in Hollywood, you got to host everything.
Well, that's how I got better too from hosting rooms. But go ahead and say what you're
But
saying.
no, so I'm just establishing like how we've known each other. But I don't know prior to that. Like, how did you get started in stand-up comedy?
So I went to UCLA. And it started. I wasn't even thinking about
college.
stand-up. UCLA, yeah.
I'm saying you started in college. You
started in college.
Young. Okay.
So it's I transferred as a junior from Pasadena City College, UCLA. They had a summer program called TSP, Transfer Summer Program, so the blacks could get in. Affirmative action.
Wow.
Yeah. So I met Sully, and so we were sitting around with a bunch of girls. Sully's Jamie Foxx show. Don't be a menace. The guy in the wheelchair. Crazy legs. So he's talking to some girls, and they're like, "So what do you want to do?" He's like, "I want to be a stand-up comedian." And they were like, "Oh my God, I love stand-up. I love Damon Wayans. I love Chris Rock. I love Jerry Seinfeld. I love Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Da, 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 da. Oh my God. Oh, what about you?" I was like, "Stand-up." That day, I saw the attention he got, and I became a stand-up comedian.
Right,
and then I literally my first spot was an open mic. No. We had a little group of guys who did comedy on campus. So when we would do comedy shows, and then we'd have big names come on campus. So we had Seinfeld,
you guys were opening.
Dana Carvey, Mark Curry, and so they would come on. Don Reed. So these people would come on, and we would draw straws to see who would open for them. And I remember this one night, Jerry Seinfeld comes, and we're like, "Oh, okay." And so we had to draw straws, and I drew the smallest straw, and I started arguing and trying to trade with other people because I thought I was the best one. I should be getting going. I should be closing. And Jerry's like, what seems to be the problem? I go, I got the smallest straw. I'm trying to, what? You don't want to go first? You should want to go first. The first guy sets the tone. Then everybody's arguing, let me go first. I want to go first. I want to go first. I want to go first. And so that's kind of where it started. Then I started doing the local open mics. And then I was at this place called Igby's, which is gone. It was in West LA. And Jeff Foxworthy's manager saw me. And he's like, "I got an idea. I want to put you on the road with Jeff Foxworthy." So I was before Blue Collar. It was a redneck tour. I was the opening act on the redneck tour.
Get out.
That was the name of the tour.
Redneck tour. No, it was called Jeff. Yes. Because remember his books were how to,
you might be a redneck.
You might be a redneck. Yeah.
How to tell if you're a redneck. Yes.
Wow.
And so I was the opening act, and literally, like some of my jokes were like, I know the closest you've ever been to a black person has been Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben. And people were like, people keep asking me, you do these shows, are they racist? I go, I don't know if they're racist, but he has this one guy who also sells T-shirts, and after the shows we would play Monopoly, and every time I would land on his property, he would move. So I did that, and then I went from there to start opening for Damon.
Okay.
Because I felt like
that's when the classes, that's when the lessons started.
Exactly. I learned a lot from Jeff, but Damon. Man.
Yeah. My brother says Damon is the one that taught him how to put it all together.
Because he was fearless.
Yeah.
He would say stuff. You go, are you allowed to say? Because he didn't care about the laughter. Yeah. And he's the one that told me that I was never going to be good until I could appreciate the silence. Right, because when you're young, you don't want to hear, you don't want ever to be.
You get scared of the silence.
Yeah. I love it now. I love being in the pocket. Like,
he gave me an intro one night. Remember when they was doing the outside shows, like coming out of COVID?
Yeah.
And we were doing an outside show in Hollywood, and for some reason it was Damon than me. I'm like, nah, y'all sure y'all gonna? And he went up and smashed, eat flawlessly, easily. Mm-hmm. Some you could tell was just riffing and just making it up right there. And then he said, this next gentleman coming to the stage, I've had the honor of watching him grow and, watching him turn from a young kid into a man, growing into a man. And I was like, oh shit, is he bringing me up? Like,
he didn't know who he was talking about.
He was like, yo, y'all get ready, like brace yourselves for Tony Rock. I was like, oh shit.
That's great.
And went on stage and was like, yo, hold up. Like, can we just acknowledge what we just saw? And I was like, you guys have no idea, like the esteem. And I had to take like 2 minutes before I even told the joke.
And I bet he stayed and watched the show.
I'm like, y'all have no idea, man. Like that dude.
That's a student of comedy.
Yeah. And I kind of had a really good set then. I came on stage. He was like, okay, bro.
I've never seen you have a bad set.
I have bad sets to me.
Yeah. You
know that. You have you get off and you go, that wasn't it. And the audience like, you were amazing. And you're like, bro, that was not it.
Right.
That happened this past weekend. We were in Dayton, Ohio, and I got off the first night, first show.
Really? Dayton?
I was like, And everybody's like, "Oh my God, the new stuff is," and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, we know.
I might take it out for the second show. I don't know.
Right.
But the people never know.
They never know.
That's why I always say we superheroes, because we see it, they can't. You know what I mean?
And that's something.
So you started doing
So
Damon with Damon.
Damon. I signed with that guy, JP Williams, and then I just started. I've never been like the road warrior. And I've always envied that because my career happened kind of backwards. I was with Damon and Jeff, and I'm at the Ritz-Carlton, and I'm first class. And so when that stopped, they were like, you want to go do the Chuckle Hut and stay in the comedy condo? I go, who are you talking to?
What?
Yeah. I was the kind that would go on the airplane, and then I would go to the left, and then they, no, you're this way. I'm like, I don't normally go to the right.
The left.
I go to the left in first class. I don't normally. For the peasants.
I'm able to see my seats when I get on the plane.
I'm the dude. I'm so stuck up with first class. I'm the dude. If I walk in and I don't have first class, I look at everybody and go, I just want you to know I normally sit up here.
Yo, that's Charleston. Charleston get on the plane and be like, Dad, what's back there? I'm like, people sit back there. Oh, people sit back there. Like he's foreign concept to him.
Back there?
But they didn't bring the juice.
Hilarious.
Like, they don't bring juice like back here. We got to sit there. Dad, where's the apple juice? Like, when they bring that big cart through, we'll get it. But he's like, sits down, tablet, apple juice, please. Yeah, he might have flew commercial. Might have flown Coach 2-3 times, and he's like, nah, middle seat. Dada, why is this person here? Yo, we was on one. We flew New York to LA. True story. We New York to LA, and I sit window. He sits middle, and then once we get up in the air, I let him sit in my lap, and so we got that space. Right. The guy that was on the aisle was missing a hand. And Charleston gave 0 fucks. Dada, what happened to his hand?
Oh,
Dada,
man.
look, where's his hand, Dada? Dada. And the guy's just like, I understand. I'm like, you want to tell him something? I don't know what to say. He's like, Dada, look. I'm like, I see, kiddo. I see. And the guy's just like, but it's a
yeah. What can you do?
Yeah. So wait. So I'm gonna get back to the touring. So you touring with those guys.
Boom, and then
you didn't want to go off on your own and do.
I should have. That's what I think I've messed up in my stand-up career. Is I should have. I had people talk. I started booking commercials early, and I was like, I don't need to leave town. I'm on TV. I did little sitcoms and stuff, but I never ever did the road the way I should have done the road, where I went open, middler, headliner. Right. So when the TV stuff wasn't going on, I could always go fall back on the road. I never did that.
Right.
And so I think like early 2000, late 90s, early 2000s, when I should have been on the road, I wasn't. And I think that's where I had 2 problems with my stand-up career.
Okay.
A, not being on the road, and then B, because I'm witty and quick, I preferred, it would bother me to say the same stuff over and over and over again. And that's the only way you can get great, is to say stuff over and over and over again. And I hated doing that. And that's why I loved hosting, because every night was something different. And I loved being in the dark, not knowing what I was going to say next.
Right.
That helped me as a host, but hurt me as a comedian.
Right.
And so I had to get better at that. And who helped me was David Arnold.
Yes.
Because he was the exact opposite. He was so material focused, and he couldn't
deviate
go off the rail. He couldn't deviate. And then he got great at deviating, and then I got great at focusing. So that's why we worked well together.
Wow.
Like sometimes when I was getting ready for that special, the one I first did in North Hollywood you came to, I'd be working on an act and I would say something else. I'd be like, he's like, go back to the act. The set, Christopher.
Christopher.
Yes.
Damn.
That was just for dramatic purposes.
Man. Wait. You just said, you glossed over it, but I was like, okay, I'm going to go back a little bit. You said something about, Sully said to the girls, and you're like, I'm going to do it too. David Allen Greer told a similar story about how he didn't want to do stand-up.
Right, I just heard that story.
And then Damon showed him a check.
Yes. It was like $50,000.
Yeah, and he was like, nigga, a week later, I was going to say, it's like 2 niggas walking the bar. And he was like, I didn't really want to do, he was like, because he's the classical trained. Yes. He's like, he's theater. And he said, Damon was like, I'm going out for the weekend to get this money. Look at this. And he was like, wait a minute. Like, that's what y'all get?
He's one of the funniest human beings in the world.
That dude's funny as hell.
That dude. I did a episode of the old guy. What was it? The Good Guys. The sitcom he just had on Fox was The Good Guys.
He's had more.
Yeah. He got a new one.
I just saw the doctor say elsewhere or whatever it is.
I think they strategically. I think him and Damon sit, let the game do what the game doing. while they counting their money.
Right.
And then they call each other like, yo, you ready? What you got? And I'm going to do
Right.
this idea, me and Damon Jr. I love it. What you going to do? I'm going to do this doctor thing, bet. And they just
He
walk in.
always is working.
They greenlit. They greenlit when they walk in the room.
Let's go. Yeah.
But you can't lose with David Allen Greer.
Yeah.
At all. At all.
When he played that preacher on Martin.
Oh, man. Classic. Classic. Wait, you think staying in LA helped you get hosting the late night show? Because they knew you were quick and witty and you could...
Well, that came from Jamie Masada at the Laugh Factory.
Really?
Yes. Jamie Masada, they were
Jamie Masada.
they were looking for a host for this late night talk show. And he kept trying to say, buddy, you should go down there. And I go, I'm an actor. Why would I want to be a host? I do theater. I hadn't done theater. But I was like, no, I don't want to be a talk show host. He said, just go meet Quincy Jones. I said, dude, I could tell if I meet Quincy Jones, rest in peace, he's going to talk me into it.
Of course.
So he just come meet. They kept looking, they didn't find nobody. I go to meet Quincy Jones.
Do you know some of the names that they met with? Before
Yes. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay, bet.
So I go to meet Quincy Jones. His back is turned. It was out of a movie. Back is turned. He's looking out the curtain. They go, Mr. Jones, Chris Spencer's here to see you. He turns around and goes, oh, so you the motherfucker that don't want to meet me. I was like, whoa. I said, y'all cuss like this at prospective clients? You the motherfucker that don't want to meet me. I was
Damn.
Yeah, there were some names. They had actors too. Like Alan Payne was one of them. Like it was down to me and Alan Payne.
Really?
Yes. There was a guy named Ken, not Sagos. There was a guy. This dude looked like a black Ken doll. He was like on the news.
Yeah.
Couple of the comedians I can't remember, but I just remember it was like, yo, it was between you and Alan Payne.
Really?
Yeah.
G Money.
And there's other people who say it was between, like, I talk to people, it was between me and you. I was like, no, it wasn't.
I get that all the time from all of us. Yo, I was in the room, man.
No,
they
you
told me
weren't.
I was the only one coming out that day.
Yeah.
They told me that. So did you enjoy the experience? Because just so you know, that's a dream of mine to host a late night talk show.
Yes.
That's a
It's
dream
mine
of
too.
mine.
I never got a chance to finish. It was great, but there was so much nervousness because of the way it came out. We rolled out and we came out the exact same time as Keenan.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
That's when they was
put
just throwing
y'all-
everything black. to
They
see what
put
would stick.
y'all against each other.
11 o'clock, August 4th, both of us came
Pulling
out.
from the same audience.
That's a stupid shit. And they said, after I got fired, don't tell nobody what happened. Don't be angry about what happened. And then so Keenan wanted me to come on his show right after I got fired. And I was like, no, I'm not doing no late night talk shows. And then your brother called. Your brother called at 2 weird times. So the first show we did, we had Bill Clinton on, right? And they were like, and Quincy was like, I'm gonna interview Bill Clinton and then I'll introduce you. I was like, okay. So we do the show. The next morning we're in a staff meeting.
Right.
The phone rings. The regular office, as Chris Rock wants to talk to you. They bring the phone like, this is way before cell phones.
Yeah.
I'm at the front. Yo, yeah, what's up? He said, what are you doing? I go, what are you talking about? He said, you had Bill Clinton on your late night talk show. I go, yeah, what's wrong with that? He goes, he goes, your brother's a genius. He goes, let me ask you something. When you're watching TV and you see the president come on TV, what do? I go, turn the channel. He goes, and that's what niggas was doing all night.
Oh, damn.
And then the second time he called me, that's the first day. He calls me the day I get fired. Yo, I was like, nigga, where are you in the room? Yo, come do the show.
Oh, okay.
I go, what? I go, no, I don't want to do no show. I don't want to do the show. I already told Keenan I'm not doing this show. He says, nigga.
What did Keenan want you to do, right?
They wanted me to come on the show after I got fired. Be a guest, talk about the experience. And I was like, I felt like I'd be waving the white flag.
I was just saying Keenan was giving you a job.
Yeah, no, I thought that I'd be waving the white flag to go over there and talk about, because we were head to head every day.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock, your brother says, come do the show. I said, no, I'm not really doing no show. I already told Keenan. He says, he's so mean. He goes, nigga, you've been unfunny for 11 weeks. Come on my show and let the world know that you're funny. That's like that joke where they say, the husband says to his wife, give me a compliment and hurt my feelings at the same time. She goes, okay, you have the smallest dick out of all of your friends.
Wow. Wow.
No.
You have the biggest dick out of all your friends.
Yeah, out of all your friends. You have the biggest dick out of all your friends, yes.
Wow. How did the click come up? Now, are you going to say y'all not a click? You, Sully, Alex Thomas.
And Daryl Heath.
How did the click? Because y'all all LA cats, right?
Yeah, all LA cats.
Okay.
Except Sully. Sully's from the Bay. So Sully was...
Cali dudes.
Yes,
Okay.
Cali. Sully was at UCLA with me. So we started doing comedy, doing the circuits. We're like a grade or two above. If this was high school, we would have been juniors and Alex and Daryl were freshmen. So we were kind of in it before. And so Sully did more of the mainstream rooms, right? And I always felt I needed to be in front of us. Like, there's a different laugh. Like, not to quote your brother again, I just did it on Sherry Shepherd. Niggas laugh with their feet. Like, I wanted to hear.
Stump.
Yeah.
Right? And, white people, great set, right? And so I started hanging out with Alex and Daryl when they started getting hot because I wanted to do the rooms, we would go to Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood. And I remember I would be mad because when people would come off, we would come off stage and they would say to Alex, you stupid, and then you ignorant, and then they would say to me, nice set. I'm like, I don't want no crip telling me nice set. Like, I want to be ignorant and stupid too.
Yeah.
And I
you
remember,
a fool.
we love negatives. Negatives is positive for us. So I remember when I finally felt like I arrived, when this lady came up to us and was like, you stupid, you ignorant. And she said to me, you are so simple. I was like, thank you very much. I'm trying to be simple.
Did you do the hood rooms in what's the room?
All of them. Birdland, Comedy Act.
Michael Williams, all that stuff?
Comedy Act,
okay.
yeah.
That's Comedy Act. Yeah. What was that like starting out?
Scary.
Really?
Because
everybody.
I was green, right? But I felt like I knew I needed to be there. And my first day, Robin would kill you.
Yeah.
And he would do so much time in between the acts. Like, I'm like, nigga, I'm already nervous. No, let me take it back. I wasn't nervous. I just knew I needed to get my material to this level. I'm watching Ricky and Joe and Buddy and everything, AJ Sanders murdering. And I would go up there and have nice set, right? Like, people would be like, oh, okay, that was cool. You know what I mean? But I'm not killing.
Well, what was it? You needed more edge?
I just needed to be I don't know if it was edge. Just I needed them 10,000 hours in front of niggas.
Right.
You needed more time. Like,
I
you
needed
just started.
I'm stealing that.
Yes.
The next time some young comic asks me a question, you need 10,000 hours in front of niggas.
You need
10,000
hours. And I didn't have 10,000 hours. I'm funny here and I'm haha, but I wanted to kill. And I wasn't killing. It would be cool. And then Robin would do so much time in between. And then I'd be in the back like this and I'm tired. And sometimes like I would just leave because when I say the paint is peeling when Robin Harris was in the room, and then he would click and go, put the light on somebody, they walk in late. Magic.
Oh man.
What you got on Magic? You can't talk about Magic like that. Mike Tyson. I remember he said to Mike Tyson, Who's them niggas with you? It's my bodyguards. How you got bodyguards that you can whoop their ass?
Oh man, classic. Yeah.
He was so good. And so to go down there and watch that, I was like, I know I'm supposed to be here. And so I would go down there and I would bomb sometimes, and then I wouldn't do the black rooms for a while.
Right.
Then I'd come back, and then I felt like maybe I need to be a little bit more over-sexualized or cuss a little bit more.
Yeah.
I remember I was at the Townhouse one night, and I was like,
I performed there when I first came out. Ronaldo Ray.
That was the room.
Yeah.
Right. And before Ronaldo Ray,
It was Michael Colley after that.
It was before that was Hope Flood.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, Hope Flood. That was Hope, and I got another guy named Juan Dexter, and that was the room. That was and that's where I would go and get blacker.
Yeah.
My comedy to get that time. We're different.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not about being dumbing down your material, but like the shit. Like when I would do the white rooms, and I would be killing, but I'm like, there's something missing. And then I would go when I started getting good in the black rooms. They started laughing at my premises. I'm like, this is how it was supposed to be felt. You know what I mean? Like imagine you're you're painting art and people coming to see your art and they're like, oh, this is fantastic. And then a nigga comes and says, yo,
Right.
nigga, it's Sojourner Truth.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, everybody else has been thinking it was Viola Davis.
It
is Sojourner Truth. I'm so glad somebody knew. You know what I mean?
That's so interesting because when I started, so before stand up, I was just the cat on the stoop snapping.
Right.
So I was black comic first.
Right.
I was snapping on the train
Right.
and
Yeah.
you big looking like and
Right,
Tone,
right.
get him. Look at the nigga's shoes. Look like
Right.
I was that dude.
Right.
And Chrissy was always like, yo, I'm telling you, yo, this is your thing.
Right.
But then when I started in New York, it
Right.
was the white rooms, the
Right.
mainstream
Right.
rooms.
Because you was more in Manhattan, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Comic strip,
Yeah.
Cellar,
Right.
stand up New York, all that. And when I would go to Harlem, like I felt like same thing you said, I felt I needed to be here.
Yes.
It was he ain't one of us.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, I was one of y'all before I was this.
That's exactly like me. Yes.
I kind of got in the box,
Right.
so to speak, when I went mainstream to get on in the city to work the
Right.
clubs.
Yep.
But I'm originally from
This.
Right.
and once I got up in Harlem, and I would have like rough sets every now and then. I got the worst boo ever. The worst boo in the history of boos happened to me. The worst bomb ever happened to me. But I remember I will
You're not gonna share?
tell you the story. I was at the Cellar
What
one
was
night
this?
with Patrice. May he rest in peace. And Patrice said, yo, give me a walk
Rest in
around the
peace.
corner. Remember the Boston was around
Yep.
the corner on Sunday night was
Yep.
uber
Ridiculous.
super ridiculous black. And we in the Cellar just hanging out. Patrice like, yo, give me a walk. We walk around the corner to the Boston. And Patrice, since I've known him, was always big to me,
Yes.
like larger than life comedy. And he was one of those guys that Patrice was the dude, I think Allen Iverson said it when he saw Michael Jordan the first time. He saw his aura. That was the first person he ever saw. He could see an aura.
Mhm.
Patrice O'Neal, I could see the light around him.
Right.
Whenever he entered the room, it was like, whole room was,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Patrice is here.
And the fact that he even embraced me as a friend was like, holy shit.
Mm.
And he's like, let me walk around the corner.
That's what we call it. Give me a walk.
Give me a walk. Give me a walk. Give me a
Give
walk
me
around the
I
corner.
never heard it said like that.
And we went around the corner to the Boston, line down the street. It's Patrice. They put the doors, the C's part. He walks right in, post up in the corner. Like, yo, when you want to go up? Yeah, I'll go up after this sorry motherfucker right here. And he goes on and levels the building. Levels the place. And like, yo, you ready? And we walk back around to the Cellar. And he goes, hey, man, every once in a while, you got to go in there to let motherfuckers know shit ain't sweet. They think we over here around the corner. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got to go around there and let them know I do that too. To this day, yo, somebody got a hood room? You won't see me.
You have to.
But one day I'm going to walk up in there and they're going to go, yo, you want to go up? Yeah, I'll do something. Just to let niggas know shit ain't
I
sweet.
do Monday Rays once a year.
Once a year.
Just to let niggas know. Once a year. Because they really,
Yeah.
I don't really love the room. You know what I mean? Ian Edwards said it best. He says, the comedian up there is like the piano dude at Nordstrom's. Like, there's a comic up there, but people are doing other shit. Yeah. Ha ha! Listen, on Thursday, we're going to go blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just background.
Right.
Nobody's really focused. And that's why he doesn't really go that
Okay,
way.
I thought you knew the story. Worst bomb in the history of bombing.
No.
Uptown Comedy Club. When it was on 125th Street.
Mhm.
The original.
Yeah.
The one that Flex used to run in
Yes.
Maceo
Yes.
and Tracy.
Yes.
It was their house. And I'm like, I got to be up here. They up here. I got to be up here. We up in Harlem. It was Harlem Week. Harlem Week was, they would close, all the stores on 125th Street would close and sell their goods and services on the street.
Yeah.
They would close the streets off. So it was like a 4-block long block party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody bringing the boombox out, the girls outside. Me and my boys coming from Bed-Stuy just to get chicks.
Right.
Just to get chicks. 8 of us. We're going to bag all the chicks, all the Harlem girls. Walking past Uptown Comedy Club, somebody outside barking, maybe Maceo, maybe somebody, up and coming. They barking, trying to get an audience. When my boys goes, now at this time I was telling them I'm going to do stand-up one day. I'm going to try stand-up. Never been on stage in a professional setting. But I'm funny with my boys.
Yeah.
Walking past, yo, we'll all pay to get in if you put him up. Hell yeah, he could go up. You on the show. All my boys pay to get in. No written material whatsoever. I'm funny with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm funny with black people. Room full of black people. Cakewalk. I got it.
How many people on it?
Packed. Standing room, people in the corners, like not an empty seat.
First time.
Tracy Morgan with the spinning
Yeah.
derby hat.
Mhm.
Flex walks in and it's like motherfucking Michael Jackson walked in that motherfucker. It was like, chicks, fly.
Literally.
Baby, all right, I'll take this later, baby. And I'm like, oh shit, like this is crazy. But I'm excited.
Right.
And Jimmy Mack is the host.
Yep.
May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. And Jimmy Mack had on like
we've named at least 16 dead people.
yeah, right. Jimmy Mack had on like 16 dead people. Jimmy Mack had on like these plaid pants, white shirt, blazer that was a different tone of plaid than the pants. And he brings me up, and I go, just give it up for this motherfucker like he about to go play golf with Ralph Cramden or some shit. And he walks on stage like, oh, nigga, that's what we doing? Okay, nigga, bet. And I'm like, the whole room's like, oh, you don't make fun of Jimmy Mack. And they start like right in on me like, oh, okay, nigga, what you gonna do now, nigga? All right, nigga, go. And I'm like, oh, come on, calm down, relax. I know they said the ugly people was gonna kind of they said the ugly people was gonna try to boo me, so I get it. Sir, you should be booing right now.
Oh,
and he's like, oh, nigga, what? And they start going in. It's like
I would have loved.
It's a slow like,
yes.
And the boo just comes, boom, and I'm like trying to fight it.
Right.
You can't fight the boo.
No, not that.
Nah, hold up. Wait, y'all ain't even let me say. Wait, first of all, look at this girl hair. She look like you got a broomstick on your head. Nah, nigga, get off. That ain't it. And the boo just gets louder. And Jimmy Mack's on the side like, nah, nigga, go ahead. You want to snap on me, nigga? Go ahead, do your thing. And I'm like, wait, hold up. So like, you ever be on the train and I'm trying to get some material now.
Do some material.
Nigga. They boo the shit out of me. Wow. First night. Merciless. Jimmy Mack comes back on. Oh, nigga, you forgot that I get the mic after you. And he, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. This one I had the chipped tooth.
Oh,
nigga,
man.
fucking teeth look like dirty little motherfucker come up here trying to make fun of nigga. This jacket costs more than your fucking whole just goes in. They tears. I tell my boys, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. Nah, nigga, we want to see the show. So I stay in the room. And every time
you're Eddie Murphy in the clubs just sitting there.
Yes, but look, it's not a comedy show. It's a talent show. So a girl comes up and she sings and she leaves and Jimmy Mack goes, "Hey, little nigga, that was talent." You see that? He stays on me the whole show.
For the rest of the show.
The whole show.
Damn.
The show's over. We go back outside. It's still Harlem Week. So nobody's leaving. I'm 2 blocks up getting food. Yo, that's the nigga right there. Boo! Damn. We go back another block there. We meet some chicks. Oh, ain't you the nigga that just bombed the comedy show? Oh, shit. We get on the train.
Give me my number back.
We get on the train leaving Harlem back to Brooklyn. It's people on the train, but it's like, yo, boo! They literally booed me out of the borough into another borough.
You don't do this on stage?
I don't do it on stage. I got to start telling them. They literally booed me in different area codes. The bomb extended throughout the 5 boroughs.
Damn.
Yeah, it was the worst.
The blast radius.
But my whole life, I always try to see some positive and a negative.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at the house that night like, damn, like I didn't write no jokes and like, you can't do that. You can't not write jokes. But that silver lining, I go, but that was the most excited you have been about something in a long time.
Wow.
And I said, I got to do that again. That's a boo that niggas would quit.
Right.
It ain't like they booed you for not being funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you said 3 funny things. It just wasn't going to be accepted.
It was hostility because
I made fun of the host.
You would have went out there with your acting.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
But look, that's when it was like, okay, I was putting pen to paper, somewhat. But that's when it was like, okay, if I do this all the time, I started filling composition notebooks, put them under my bed. Because I wasn't telling anybody I was writing. Like, my parents didn't know, my brothers, Chrissy didn't know. Chrissy was just like, yo, come with me to the strip. Chrissy would take me and sneak me in comedy clubs. I was underage, like, yo, just sit in the corner, don't drink, don't touch nothing. I saw Eddie Murphy, leather suit, rings over the fucking glove, Eddie, with 10 bitches in a limousine, and I'm in the back of the room like, holy shit.
I never saw Eddie like
and I'm in school the next day like, y'all not gonna believe what I saw last night. I saw Jerry Seinfeld, Adam Sandler, Dennis Wolfberg. Remember Dennis Wolfberg? Of
course.
I saw Joe Bolster. I saw Paul Reiser. I saw everybody. Elaine Boozler. I'm in the back of the room like, yo. And I forgot who the comic was, but one night somebody went up and did a set, and I watched the whole thing, and they came off, and I said, excuse me, when you said that, you could have called it back and said it right there when you said that. And they were like, get the fuck, who's this kid? I was like, Chris is my brother. Holy shit, this guy just gave me a fucking amazing tag. And he's like, yeah, it's my little brother. And Chrissy, that even back then, yo, my little brother, he the funniest one. But I had to go to school the next morning. He's like doing it. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get up for school. And
you don't remember who it was?
I don't remember who, but that's when it started. I was like, oh shit, like I can really write like they write.
Right.
And notebooks, just notebooks and notebooks and notebooks. And then
You have a bad boo story?
A bad boo story?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a bad boo.
I don't know if it was a bad boo.
I mean, it was the Apollo, man. The Apollo.
You did the Apollo?
I didn't get booed off, but I did get booed. So I just took it. I was like, I just like, it doesn't really feel that bad. Maybe it was because it was
Did
the
it
Apollo.
air?
Hell no, it didn't air. Hell no. I think it was the shows before the televised show. But I mean, it still was the show.
Who had the joke about the story about they was bombing and they said, okay,
Jamie Foxx had a show.
If I really
like
bomb, they won't air it. I think it was Keith Robinson. I was doing bad, they was booing. I was like, okay, if I really bomb, they won't air it. So I tried to get even worse.
Yeah.
Came on house, turned that shit on. Showtime at the Apollo with Keith Robinson. Like, nigga, I want to show that shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I think it was Keith Robinson.
Okay, I hadn't heard that one. I just heard the one Jamie Foxx told. He said he did so bad, he started cussing it up and started being all nasty. They can't air this.
Right.
But nah, mine was just, hey, I'm doing the Apollo. I made it past the little audition stage and had to come back, I don't know, 6 months later. And then we got a comedian in the house. Capone was hosting. Capone was hosting back then. Oh, we got a comedian in the house. And they'd already started up then. So I'm like, oh, well, this is what it's going to be. So told one joke. Boo, another joke. Boo.
They booed the first joke?
They booed when I was coming out there. The only time they didn't boo when I put my hand
on the stone.
They booed the outfit.
It's probably that too. They was booing everything. The only time they didn't boo was when I put the tree stand. That was a sacred moment.
Right.
Didn't boo. Walked out there.
He said Dallas.
Yeah.
They booed that.
They might have. I don't remember. All I heard was boos the entire thing. I was a little last, but it was boo, 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 boo.
Especially when the boos are right there.
Did you do Laugh-A-Palooza at all? Remember we met in Atlanta?
It was before that, but yeah.
Laugh-A-Palooza, and Jamie was hosting, and that motherfucker was doing so much time in between the comics.
I was so mad.
My set time, I think, was like 11 o'clock. I didn't go on stage till 1 o'clock. And the whole time I'm like, I should just leave. But I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I fucking bombed. And I remember looking in the audience and I saw Andre 3000 just like,
that's the worst.
Just looking at me.
Your hero.
And saw him later, met years later, we met at a show and he was like, yeah, hey man, funny stuff, bro. And I said, bro, I'm so happy you said that because I bombed my ass off the first time I saw you. What? Where? I said, I was on Laugh-Palooza that time. Oh, yeah, I don't know. He's like, I don't remember that, bro. I'm like, nigga, it lives with me.
Let me tell you one time, being my last name is Fox, my real last name is Fox, Jamie Foxx, and he'll tell you in a second. Right. It is not his real last name.
Red Fox.
You hear that, Eric Bishop?
Yeah, Eric Bishop. Red Fox is John Sanford. That's not his real name. Fox is
not Sanford.
Yes, it is. John Sanford.
Not Sanford.
Yeah, Sanford is on Red Fox. Sanford, that's his name. Unless Wikipedia is wrong. But
yeah, because Fred Sanford is his brother's name.
Fred G. Sanford is his brother's name, but his name is John Sanford from what I read.
Yeah. Because there was a show in England that they called Stepford and Son. So I thought they just kind of changed it to Sanford. But if that's his name, that's his name.
Yeah, because Fred G. Sanford is his brother.
Yeah. So being that my last name is Fox, and that's not popular knowledge that people know that's not his real name. So put my name on. I did like 2 or 3 shows at Laugh-A-Palooza. Joe Fox, you ain't Jamie. Just taking it to the face out the gate. This is like 2001, 2, whatever.
I should go back and look at those because I'm their friend, right? I'm helping helping comedians, and it was 24 comedians. They put me on like number 22. I was like, why would y'all do that?
Yeah.
And
it was bad.
My ass handed to me.
It was bad. It's like, how dare you have the last name
Fox? It'd be bad.
Yeah, and only have 1 X. This nigga spells his name.
Don't do that. Jamie, don't do that.
Yeah, so it was horrible. And then last one, he's from Terrell, Texas.
Yep.
Jamie Foxx is from Terrell, Texas.
Yep.
So I did a show. Because
it's personal. Go ahead.
This is how. Promoters ain't shit. They just want to freaking make a buck.
Sure.
Okay, so this fool, I don't even know his name, but we were in Tyler, Texas, not that far from Terrell, Texas. Yeah. Terrell. Oh, we'll have a show. Joe Fox, we'll put Jamie Foxx underneath his picture on the tickets.
Wait, it says Joe Fox performing with a picture of Jamie?
No, Jamie Foxx
With a
picture of
you?
me.
Oh, shit.
Are you freaking crazy? Are you a fool? Are you insane?
I've never heard your Texas accent until right now.
Wow. I went down there.
Motherfucker's crazy.
I should have kept. Okay.
Yo, I went down there immediately. Jamie Foxx coming. I walk on stage. What the? But that ain't no.
So you thought you sold out a show in Terrell, Texas? You thought you was that nice with it? You was like, oh, I'll sell out everywhere I go.
other niggas on the show.
MySpace is popping.
I should have kept some of the original flyers from when I first started headlining. Literally says, appearing this weekend, Tony Rock, Chris Rock's brother. That was my credit. My credit was Chris Rock's brother.
The bio
I
on
should
the
have kept some of
internet.
the shit. I should have kept some of the flyers. I wasn't thinking that, for
Right.
posterity, but it's like, damn, they don't give a fuck, yo.
Oh yeah, last story on Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, Laugh-A-Palooza. I check into the hotels at the Sheraton or down there on the Peachtree.
You thought you had a suite.
Yeah.
Nigga, when I tell you, oh, we got your key right here. I went in there. I was like, someone's already been in this room. Someone's already been in this room. It's like all this shit. I was like, I think they gave me Jamie Foxx's room. Jamie was in the bathroom taking a shit. And I was like, I don't think I need to be here when he comes out of the room. So I left and I went down. I
would have stole something.
No.
Denzel, I'm running away. Something.
Yeah.
I'm
A white
leaving
girl,
something.
a white
I'm
girl,
leaving
something.
I thought, because somebody, I was like, why would they do this? It didn't click until I said, this is some expensive shit. I was like, was this Louis? This is Louis?
I would have stole something.
I was like, oh, no, I'm going to take some shit right there.
I'd have had that nigga outfit on when he brought. Give it up to Joe Fox. I'd have walked out with his outfit on.
After coming out there like looking like Coming to America and all that shit out on the street. But I went down there and I said, look, you gave me Jamie Foxx's room. Give me my room. That was an embarrassing thing. What if you would have came out after taking the shit? I don't think I ever told him. He don't know. He probably never seen
That's
that.
a story you should tell on stage. That's actually funny.
But people hated me. I felt the hate because I wasn't him. And then I discovered that that's not his real name. I was like, y'all niggas know that's not his real name.
That's all of that's a bit.
Yeah.
It is.
All that's a bit.
It is. I mean, it's fucking crazy. But
Tell us about the documentary.
Docuseries, 10 episodes documenting moments in Black comedy. Right?
It's called
Black Comedy in America.
Black Comedy in
From
America.
the Chitlin Circuit all the way to Kevin Hart.
Okay, here's my wait. Before you even tell us about it,
Yes.
here's my question: Black Comedy in America, a docuseries, 10 episodes.
Yes.
What is the criteria that I did not meet to not be a part of this?
So this is, I'm glad
Because
you're
this is
asking.
my second favorite thing to talk about in the world is comedy
So there's a lot of
versus
people.
Charleston.
I couldn't, so we're planning to do this for a while.
Okay, I'm literally watching like, wait, how did that nigga?
But listen,
What? How did this nigga get?
Chris ain't in it, Cat ain't in it.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
All right,
So
say no more, say
I
no
was
more.
like, we got to make Eddie ain't in it. We got to make sure
Okay.
that we have a second season. If I put everybody in the first season, we're doomed.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was.
Yes.
I was
So-
thinking long picture.
Yeah. So we had to think, Monique ain't in it. I mean, there's some more. There's a whole bunch of people. So we're like, let's not, because we already got Dave, Kevin, and Chris. So we got to not stack the deck. And then there's a list we give to the network, and they go, let's go with him. And then it was scheduling. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm glad that we have to wait for certain people. So then it's like, look who they came with the second
Right,
season.
okay.
You know what I mean? Because if we would have busted our load the first season, it'd be like,
yeah,
why they got, Dematri in here 2 times?
Wait, so tell us.
Peanut is the feature. So 10 episodes, and it's been doing great. It's on Vice TV. Comes on every Tuesday at 10, and we're getting a lot of love.
It looks great.
Yeah,
from the clips I've
yeah,
seen.
it's been great.
Nice. You shot it around LA.
Shout around LA. Oh, actually, I went to Yellow Springs to go get Dave, so I got to shoot him in his fucking farm,
Nice.
which was fucking fantastic.
Wait, Dave's in the first season?
Dave is the last episode in the first season. Yes.
Okay, my brother Kev and Dave first season.
Your brother's not in it.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
your brother said no, and I'll tell you why after.
So
Oh my
I
God.
got a question for you. So
Yes.
because you've been out here, you're from
You're from
Pasadena,
here.
right?
Inglewood.
Well, yeah, well, Inglewood, but okay. So you're out here. You started out here.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do to fill in the gaps when you weren't, making the big moves and making money in entertainment? Because you know what I did. A lot of people don't know. I do graphic design work. Chris is one of these guys that always used me.
Yes.
Hey, I need this for this.
You're the best.
Oh, well, thank you. And shout out on the Back on the Strip. I wanted to tell you that because I was telling somebody about Back on the Strip. And you know how he was asking me.
That's how I sold the movie.
Yes.
Joe made, usually people write a treatment.
Right.
I created a poster and said, this is the movie I want to do. That dude made it.
Really?
I sold it with the poster.
Yeah. It went through two, like a name change,
yes.
but several iterations, but like before.
Remember, I had Damon Wayans Jr. as my lead at first.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and I wanted to be at the premiere.
Right.
Because I was like, man,
but it's always great when I see you somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing here? And he'll go,
I made this. I made
The ADFF, right?
That among other things. Yeah.
I did all this.
We be on the road. Yo, Fox, we here next week. I'm in Miami. I'm like, oh, that's right. ADFF.
That's my thing.
So for me, it was the writing.
So you
It
do
was the
writing.
I got lucky. So a lot of people come to me, how can I start writing? I said,
Wait. I know a comic that has a bone to pick with you with that same exact question.
Yeah.
Man, I asked Chris, man, he wrote on so much stuff, and I was like, yo, bro, I'm trying to get into writing. How do I get into writing? He was like, nigga, just write, and walked away. Hey, man, would you want me to?
sometimes my comedy don't really work. I wish.
But how did that all
I wish I
start?
could say LOL as I'm walking away.
How did that all start?
So this is what happens, and you guys know when you're friends with comedians, somebody's gonna blow up,
Yes.
right? And so if Tony Rock is hosting the BET Awards next year, they're gonna give him a staff to write for the BET Awards, and then he's gonna need people who know his voice.
Yeah.
So I've been that guy for Jamie. I've been that guy for Cedric and Mike and Kevin and so I'm the guy. I get head writer a lot because, what's up, man?
Say what's up, Chris.
Oh my God, you are so handsome.
Chris is doing the podcast right now. See Joe Fox?
Charleston, what's going on, baby?
1X.
Did you eat already? You booing Joe Fox? Boo him. Boo Joe Fox.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, you backed off of it.
All right, I'm doing the podcast. I'll call you later, okay? You booing me? Okay, boo. Look, I got my guy with me. He wants to say hi. All right, I love you to all the planets. I'll call you later, okay? All right, I'm in the middle of a conversation. I love you to all the planets. Peace.
It's the greatest, right?
It's the best thing ever.
Let me tell you what's funny. Right, as you pull up your son, I'm gleaming like I missed that age. I remember when I knew it was time for me. I'm not gonna say married, to have kids at least, because me and Boris, we be sitting, and usually if a girl walked by, we'd be like, "Listen, man." We started doing that with kids.
Oh
like, listen,
man,
on Thursday.
Yeah.
You see a little kid right there? And we're like, yo, is that? Are we changing? Like, we're not looking at ass no more. We looking at diapers. So
I'm still looking at ass.
Kid. Like,
I'm like that on the plane.
Charleston would be like, Daddy, tell this man I'm trying to go to bed. I love kids. I would hang out with him all day.
I'm on the plane and people are, look at the baby.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. But hold up, you said you with your friends.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna blow up.
Somebody's gonna blow up. So
need their voice.
Right. So you're gonna want, there's people who write for the show, and then you're gonna want somebody that's gonna write for Tony. Who knows Tony's voice, what Tony likes, what dislikes. He ain't gonna say this, he's gonna say this. And then you're gonna be able to collab. Like, yo, Joe, let's go to Laugh Factory and try this new shit.
Right.
So I was that for a lot of guys. And the reason I became the head writer a lot of times because I wasn't afraid to tell them that he ain't gonna do this shit. And then I wasn't afraid to tell you gotta do this shit. I don't think this shit's funny. Well, let's just change it around. Plus, we gotta mention Nabisco because
right.
Oh, okay, got it. I've always been that guy for a lot of people.
My guy's been Ruben. When I had the show short-lived, the Tony Rock Project.
Yes.
And they had a bunch of writers I did not know. They hired people I didn't know. And I was like, called my agent, like, I'm about to walk away. First of all, it wasn't even called the Tony Rock Project to begin with.
About the one with Claude Brooks?
Yes. It was called something else. And when I told my agent I'm walking away, they were like, hey, they'll give you more money and they'll even call it, put your name on it. Right. So that's when the Tony Rock Project was born. But I was like, I got to have at least one guy.
Got to.
Ruben Paul. And Rube did exactly that. Rube would come in and be like, yo, Tone ain't saying this shit, man.
What is
yo,
this?
y'all thought Tone would say this? Like, Tone don't get down like that. And Rube was a saving grace.
Right.
Even when I did Def Jam, I was like, I got to have my guy, Ruben Paul.
Yep.
I had Rube, I had Rico, and I had Dave Hellum.
Love Dave.
Dave
Hellum.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had Rube, Rico, and Dave Hellum.
I like
yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
So whoever that guy was, I tell him I was joking, of course.
Okay.
But it's tough, because I usually come in through the comedian or the star. Now, of course, I know the Reggie Hudlins and the Jesse Collins, so they hire me as well. But a lot of times it comes from, it's hard to get in. It's hard to go, yo, I got another friend that's funny. It's like, well, there's a whole bunch of people that are funny. We need him to die or him to blow up for you to come in. You know what I mean? Or we need somebody else to host so they can go, yo.
Somebody that don't want to do this.
Like Mitch Marchand, like he ain't going nowhere.
Mitch. Yeah. Shout out Mitch
Mitch
Marchand.
he works for the writer and the show. And so you got to wait for Mitch for Marlon to have a birthday party in Greece, and hopefully, Marlon took Mitch with him for you to get a job.
Yeah.
It's a tough ass job to get. I don't get to work on all the award shows either, because sometimes it's like they don't want you. I'm like,
Really?
Well, sometimes I price myself out. Sometimes they're like, I
heard somebody wanted you to do not punch up, like to help them write a script, and you was like,
I tell them
you hit him in the head.
I usually let them to tell me their number, and I go, Buddy will do it.
Shout out Buddy Lou.
No, but sometimes it depends. It depends. Like a script is a lot of work, especially for some movie. It's 100 and something pages. This is your first script, so I know it's going to be god awful. It might be funny, it might be interesting, but it's going to be some structural things.
Right.
I can't rewrite your script for $3,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I heard.
It's not a punch up is different. Like I can punch it up, but if it has to be structurally sound. But if I'm looking at it and every page I'm dealing with typos, and the mother's name was Mary, her name is Sharon, and I got to tell you that that's a lot of work.
What comes first? You do all of these things. You wear all these hats. What do you still consider first? Is stand up still first?
Stand up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we get to direct, act, produce, write, star every night.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like that instant gratification. My wife's like, how come you don't come home right after the show? I said, I gotta settle down.
Yeah.
I haven't ever done heroin or cocaine or whatever, but
just stop the
I'm
high
sure them
going.
dudes don't snort and go to sleep. Right?
Yeah.
I gotta. That's why we used to go to Jerry's and
Mel's,
Greenblatt's is gone.
Mel's
now.
Diner,
Mel's
Greenblatt.
Diner.
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't hear from Larry Parker's.
No. Restaurant?
What? That was it.
Where is that?
Way
That
before
was
my
in
time.
Beverly Hills on Beverly. There's too many shootouts happened. I always know it's something like, I'm like, we used to be there early, like when it was just a few blacks. And all of a sudden I remember we would look at each other and go, this ain't gonna last long. There was a big Suge Knight shootout there, and it was over. But we can't just do a set and just go to bed.
Yeah.
Like I have to slowly
come down off of that.
Plus, I want to see you. I want people to tell me how great I am. I want to pat on the back after.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You want the reaction to that new bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
nothing like that's what people don't understand. It's nothing like writing that new bit and running to the club to do this new bit.
Yes.
It's like the rapper that's like, yo, we just recorded this. Like, check this out. They run to the club like, yo, throw this on. We go to. Let me just get up and.
What's your newest bit?
My newest bit.
And what's your newest bit?
My newest bit. This is the one that I'm like, yo, I call my boy back home. Yo, check this out, son. Because now there's this thing with men complaining about why they have to do things for women, like they should receive them too, and I'm like, yo, you know what's crazy? A lot of dudes, when it comes to dating, are trans. They're men, but when it comes to how they get treated, they identify as women.
That's fucking brilliant.
And I'm like, I gotta fucking put the pieces to that. Cause I'm like, when I saw my boy in Brooklyn, yo son, he was quiet. I said, you understand what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I understand what you're saying. I'm quiet because I'm just imagining the round of applause you're gonna get from the women in the room when you say that shit.
That's so true.
Cause men are like, yo, why she don't do the guideline of dating is what it's fundamentally is a man doing these things to try to get to know a woman.
Yes.
To see if there's something there for him to explore the possibility of what it could be. It's a man doing this.
Open doors.
You can't be the man saying, why don't she do? And I'm like, yo, these dudes is trans. And when he was like, nigga, that shit right there, when you get that bit, is going.
That's good.
Yeah. And my second new bit is, you know how everybody has love languages?
Right.
there's a communication language as well. My girl's communication language is emergency. She texts me one day. The school just called me about Charleston. Call me when you get this. How does that read to a man?
Get down.
How does that read to a man?
Emergency.
To a man, it's holy shit.
Yes.
And I call her back and she says, he's out of snacks. I'm like,
a heart attack
you
from
out of
not
your
having
fucking mind? Like, what do you?
Yeah.
But that's how women talk. Women talk like, we need to talk later.
Yes.
That's a fucking emergency to a man.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I wanted to go for ice cream. Like, it's like, yo, you can't just.
You wasted my emotions.
Their frequency of communication is emergency.
Oh yeah, my wife would put ASAP, and I'm like, what? She said, I didn't put 911.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's normal conversation for them. So those are the two new ones.
Yes.
Mine is talking about money and new ways to get it as compared to the old ways. Back in school, niggas was selling drugs, cutting hair, donating blood. And this dude that was cutting my hair, I said, nigga, I need to know when you got your pints back up. You can't be lining me up.
Oh, yeah.
And you sleepy than a motherfucker, right? So it's nowadays you got abs and this and that. One thing that I cut hair, but I never did the sperm donation. Never did the blood, but I never did the sperm donation because I didn't know that was a thing. There was one dude who's made nigga donate sperm. The state of California will give you $150 per donation. And I'm like, man, I've been just letting money wash down the drain.
Hilarious.
Good one.
So that's $150. Consequently, women, they can go to a sperm bank and become a single mom.
Become a single mom?
Yeah, they can go down.
Go get it.
They can pay. Yeah, they can pay. They can pay money, and no man involved. It's $5,000. It's fucked up. They only gave me
$150.
They can pay $5,000 and get a random egg.
To get a victory, yeah.
Oh, really?
To get a vial. They only gave me $150. My cut should be way bigger than that.
That's funny.
I like
And
that.
then there's some more beats to it, but
that's
the
good.
comparison. So
That's the beauty of it. Working out the beats. You come
Yes.
up with the idea first, and
Yes.
it's like you got to put the beat. Do you write like this? I write like so that it'll be like men's trans,
Right.
and then I got the bullet points. I just go bullet point. I want to get from here
Yeah.
to here to here, and then I just trust myself to get from there to there.
Right.
To there. Like there's no
Yes.
you say this to get
I
here.
used to try to write it out, and then now I'm memorizing the script. And your brother, he said, you write the joke, don't let the joke write you. So, because I used to be like, and then I'm gonna go to the store and turn the
Yeah, no, I
because
can't do that.
Carlin used to write the whole thing out. Like they said,
I was
Yeah,
telling him.
yeah,
I was telling him. Carlin even wrote his facial reactions down.
facial reaction.
I'm gonna say this and then make the face. Like he wrote it out.
I wonder if those scripts are somewhere.
Yeah, like he would write
His notes.
and then put like in parentheses, angry face,
I can't do
bewildered.
that.
Like
that messes me up.
yeah, I'm like, how could he do that to even write the face?
And I love just writing the premise and then seeing what happens on stage. And then after going
That's.
dots.
I was telling you guys the other day when the acting exercise. Here's the subject. Just talk and see what you
Right.
can get. Sometimes that comes in handy on stage
Yeah,
right.
when you don't know where this is going. You can't just be like, no,
But it's-
you need to be able
But
to
it's
speak
great
on
when you
what
have
you're
that confidence.
Mm.
Like, I know this shit is fun.
Yeah.
I'm so cocky now. I'm like, if y'all don't laugh, y'all didn't get it.
That's
You
the,
just didn't
I'm
the
get
gonna
it.
get
beginning.
later.
The beginning. I think that's one of the misconceptions about when you start out in comedy and you tell me what you think. You basically just trying to get the confidence.
Yes.
The material's not very good when you start out.
Right.
You're just trying to get comfortable up there
Yeah.
in front of these people,
Mhm.
get your stage presence, get your confidence up.
Mm.
Then you're like, okay, now that I'm confident up here,
Right.
I can trust myself to just say whatever.
Right.
And that's when you start writing the bits that like hit, you know what I'm saying? But initially it's just getting the confidence.
Yeah, and finding your voice, or just what you think is funny,
Mhm.
and trying to prove that it is.
Right. Or finding out how
yeah.
to make you guys understand.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Or maybe I've said too many words with this. Or I
Yeah,
need to,
yeah,
Or I need to
yeah.
add
Yeah.
something. You ever have a bit that works and then it stopped working? And then you go back and revisit it?
And then
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
were
And
putting
it
too
works
much in
again?
it.
I've done that sometimes. Like this. All of a sudden, this ain't working.
I was told once.
I revisited it and I made it work again.
I was told once, wrote a bit and just wouldn't, told it to my mentor back in home, back just before I even came out here. Mm-hmm. And he's like, that's it, bro. And I would just do it every night. Like, why is this shit not hitting? And he said, you might be ahead of the curve. Sometimes you're ahead of the curve. Like, move it around in the set.
Right.
Do it differently. And that shit started. It was a thing about, I got 8 brothers and, women run to their friends when they meet, a guy, this and that. And I was like, I can't go to my 8 brothers like, yo, I met this girl, man. She family oriented. My brother like, she gonna fuck all of us? And that shit used to would just woof, woof, woof every night. And then one night I was like, my brother's like, yo, so she family oriented. She gonna fuck all of us? And I just made it like a bunch of people on stage. And the room just like, totally different. It was like,
has it ever happened the other way? It's like, I'm saying something, the audience loves it. But I don't know why the audience just loves it.
Lots of times.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and keep saying it. But it's like, just because you guys like it. It's just a little hump that, I'm a speed bump that I'm gonna jump over. But you guys like it, I'm gonna keep on saying it.
You ever been bored with a bit, but it hit so hard, you just go like,
yes. Yeah.
You're like, I don't even want to tell this no more.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever I have a bit right now that the middle is funnier than the punchline.
Oh, wow. How does that happen?
Let me tell you. I have a joke now about I was on the set of Blackish with Anthony Anderson, and they had a kid there from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Right?
This is already
right?
Already
so this kid is there, he's
up.
with his parents, and the kid is, all over the place. And then, he's talking. He's a little cute little kid. And he wants to be an actor. And he looks at Anthony's shoes. And Anthony's like, you like these? He's like, yeah. So Anthony goes in the back and gets him a brand new pair of Gucci sneakers. Here you go, $1,500. The kid's like, thank you. Right? So the kid was a little annoying, right? And then they're like, can you just sit down? He's like in the scenes. This is part of the act. It's not really but he's in, they're acting and he's walking by and shit. I'm like, yo, can y'all go get this kid? Yeah, come get him. And then he's looking at Anthony's sweater. He goes, do you think Anthony will give me that sweater? I said, hey, nigga, it's Make-A-Wish.
Make wishes.
Make-A-Wish.
And then
so later the joke, I'll tell you the whole thing. You can see why that part is still the funniest to me. And so the kid he's getting on Anthony's nerves. So Anthony finally says to the mother, when is he going to die?
Oh,
man.
I said, Anthony, you can't talk like that. What he's trying to say is, what is he dying of? And they're like, he's not dying. Anthony, what are you talking about? This is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. No, not all the kids are dying. This is just his wish. And Anthony's like, well, how did he get here? He's like, well, he made a half-court shot at the Clipper game.
Oh, shit.
So he's like, he's not dying? He said, okay. I was like, where are you going, Anthony? He said, well, I'm about to go kill it.
Oh, okay.
So kill him isn't as funny as Make-A-Wish. So I got to figure out how to configure that. You know what I mean?
Yo, you said a joke one night, and I still, it just was like, man, that was so fucking good. I think I told you about it. And then I asked you later on, maybe months later, yo, you still do that bit? And you was like, that was me? You said a joke one night about men. I don't know if you said my wife doesn't understand, or married women don't understand, or women don't understand. But it was something along the lines of men don't get enough credit for the pussy they don't get.
Yes.
And I was in the room like, yo, I fucking wish I wrote that shit. Like you said, I think it was you saying about your wife. Like, my wife don't understand. There should be some type of
I talk about
I should get some type of credit.
What happened on the way up here?
Yeah. Like I should get some
fight
credit.
Motherfuckers off.
Yes.
A dragon slayer. You mad at me saying hi to her? You should have saw who touched my booty earlier. Yeah.
That was okay. I was like, man, that was it right there.
So when you're doing the roasts, I know you write, but the in the moment stuff,
I don't write any of that.
What? You had, I seen the paper up there. You had something.
I've never had a paper.
Okay, at I think it was the
Guy Tory one?
The Guy Tory. There was no paper?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have had an idea.
Okay, an
I'm
idea.
supposed to. I should be prepared. But then I see this and magic is happening. You know what I mean? Like,
you got choked out. Somebody jumped on your back.
Dwayne Martin. Like, I can see people die. Dwayne somebody had my legs, he had my neck, and I couldn't breathe. I was like, let go on me.
Yeah,
But that's probably my favorite thing in the world is a roast.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something?
No, I saw a clip. It was
I was there, nigga.
something happened. He was like, nigga, something like, I ain't scared of you, nigga. You ain't Scruncho or
I
something.
said, no, Joe Torre. I said something about Joe Torre, and Kim's like, don't say nothing to Joe Torre. I said, Joe Torre ain't the new, what I say? He ain't the new short black bully.
That's Scruncho.
That's Scruncho. He's the old, something like that. But my favorite joke of that is I told
Melanie.
Yes. I said I've never seen Melanie and DC Young fly in the room at the same time.
Oh, shit.
I don't know whose phone captured that, but all you see is Melanie's middle finger going.
Yeah, you see her finger. That was a great man.
No, but see, I was asking. It's like when we was at ABFF, and you were talking. It was a flood, major flood.
Outside, yes. All that off the top of the head.
He said, man, the whole streets was flooding, but they finally let up.
They found out.
they found out some weaves was stuck in the gutters.
It was a lace front in the drain. The whole city cleared in an hour.
Yeah, man. I was like, okay, man. Did he write
and
that?
It's almost like those are the ones like right before you go on stage. It's like
I see.
Hurry up so I can say this.
Yeah.
And I hope nobody else gets it.
I hope nobody else says it.
Oh, didn't nobody see that
one night like that? And we was at the Comedy Store, and Kev was there and had like a shirt on that was like the front was here, but the back was like way longer.
Right.
And everybody wanted to go on stage and roast this motherfucker. And I was like, yo, can I please go next? Can I please go next? And Donnell was next. Like, nah, son, I got to get him, son. And Donnell went up and like just destroyed him. And then I went up. It was like Donnell, then somebody else. Then Kev had already left. And then I was like, Tony, you up? And I went up. I was like, yo, Kev's man, you said nigga shirt. And the room like, yo, everybody done did it already, man. I was like, I knew. I said, the nigga got the shirt on like he gonna play the piano. But it was like, it got laughed. But people was like, yo, they done did 50 Kev shirt jokes. And now he already gone. So they, and I was like, damn it was all about timing. Had I got up sooner, it would have been.
You wanted to get at it first. Yeah.
What's next? What are you working on?
So
wait. Before we get to that, somebody asked me this question, and I was like, "Damn, good question." What's your passion project? What's your white whale? What's your white whale project?
There's a few. There's I don't know if I can talk about it because there's a single camera show I want to do about me, basically who I am right now, trying to be the producer. Trying to be a successful stand-up, like, because the way I explain it is like, you should be happy, you direct, you produce. I'm like, that's what I do, but that's not who I am. Like, if this was high school and there was a table with Spike Lee and Malcolm Lee and Gary Gray, I would walk right by them. And there's another table with Lena Waithe and Kenya Barris, I would walk by, and then if it was a table with you and him and Lavelle and Kat, and that's where I'm sitting.
Okay.
That's who I am. I am a comedian who can do these things, but that's who I am to the core. It's almost like this, and you'll see when you go to school. This is going to be crazy. And I didn't notice this. So when first got to elementary school, they had like a little parents' day. So we got there, we got our food, and I walked in, and I saw black people over here. Right, my white friends are here. I walked straight over to them, and I came back to get some juice, and the white guy said, "You know them?" I was like, "No." He goes, "Why are you sitting over there?" I go, I didn't even put it together that I went over there because I'm black.
Yeah.
I am them. I'm supposed to be sitting. He was like, "Why are you sitting over there?"
Yeah. No, Charleston's in daycare in Silver Lake.
Yes.
Super stupid Uber white.
Yes.
Every morning, drop him off. All right, kiddo, have a good day.
Yeah.
Black dude with his daughter. What's up, man? Everybody else, good morning. What up, bro? And then when we walk past you, I said, "Hey, yo, my man. I didn't even ask your name." He's like, "Oh, yo, I didn't ask your name because I know who you are." I said, "I'm Malcolm. I know I'm Malik. Yo, Malik, nice to meet you, man. Tony, yeah, I know who you are, bro. Yo, big fan of your work." I said, "Oh, every day now we walk in. Yo, what up, boy? What up, boy? Hey, good morning. How are you?"
It's just like the Barack sketch.
Yes, absolutely. It's absolutely that. Yo, what up, kid? Yo, I walk up with the hat on, like, yo, tough loss last night. Like, I know, fam. Like, we down 2. We got to get him.
Is he from New York too?
No, he just because Dodgers, LA, when they were playing Dodgers.
Code switching in front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Hey, have a good day, Mr.
Like when they got mad at Kamala, I'm like, that's just who we are.
That's who we are.
We talk on the phone different. We talk to my mama different. I talk to him different. I talk to, that's just how we are.
That's
yeah.
Okay,
I'm a comedian.
You said that's one of the passion projects. You said a few of them.
So, I don't know what I could talk about. For some reason, as of late, things come to me in pairs.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I go get to play Augusta, and then somebody calls me about Pebble Beach.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I find a sale on this one pair of shoes. There's another one similar, whatever. And so all of a sudden, people are calling me now to write shows for them,
Mhm.
and it's been weird. You know what I mean? Like in 1 week, 4 people call me, prominent people, like, yo, I want to do a single camera show. Can you help me out? I'm like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened. And then all of a sudden now I'm in this docuseries space as well from doing, Black comedy in America. So now I'm being pitched, and I've never even thought about ever doing my own doc. And me and my wife are now thinking with a docuseries cap on.
Mhm.
And so we have some other ideas and some things that we want to do as well. But the passion is stand up. Like I have a special I shot.
Yeah.
And
Where's the special at?
it's not anywhere.
Okay.
I was told by Netflix that if I shot the special, they would purchase it. And so after shooting it, I was like, here it is. And they're like, oh, we're not doing acquisitions. I was like,
Really?
I wouldn't have spent this much money. Or maybe they think it was funny, which is impossible. And so they didn't purchase it. So right now, I'm going to do more of a direct-to-consumer situation, kind of what Louis C.K. did.
Well, listen, I shot mine.
Yes.
I don't know if you know the whole story.
Mm-mm.
Man, met with everybody. Come on out, see the show. Come out anytime. Very few takers. Management wasn't really gung-ho about it. Agency, they got a list of clients that are,
Right.
moving. They wasn't gung-ho about it. Literally went to the bank, looked at my account. All right, we're going to take some money out. We're going to shoot the special. Jamie gave me the Laugh Factory in Long Beach for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a big venue that we could make look like something special. Brought a crew in, refurbished the stage, lights, jib, I think 7 cameras.
Who directed it?
Damn, I'm forgetting his name and I'm so sorry. Shit.
Royale Watkins.
No, it wasn't Royale. But shot 2 shows.
Yep.
Edited every single penny, me.
Mm-hmm.
No takers. My agent lied and said he took it to Montreal, and nobody wanted to buy it. He didn't take it to Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Had changed management at that time. Fuck it, let's go to streaming service route, which Royale told me about. Royale told me about, yo, just put it on.
Right.
Boom, get it up, and they get it on, they clear it, and they put it on as many streaming platforms as possible. And they'll send you an email every time.
CD? That's the company, CD?
Film Hub.
No, it was Film Hub, yeah.
Oh, Film Hub. I heard about Film Hub.
You gotta send it to them in different formats
Yes.
for different streaming platforms. You gotta send them verbatim every line you're saying. They gotta clear the content, they gotta clear the music, they gotta clear. It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get an email that says you have been selected, your content is cleared, and you get another email that says it's on this site and it's on this streaming platform, and you're like, oh shit, we in the game. Soon as it got up, Comedy Dynamics sees it.
That's why I was calling CD.
We want it. They give me a very lucrative offer. Now I have to pull it from all the streaming platforms
Give it to
and
them.
give it to them. They cut the check. So it was a little bit bittersweet because I did all of this work and everybody was like, no. And I told you it was fire.
Mm-hmm.
And once they saw it, they said, oh shit, it's fire. So sometimes, like my boys say back home, sometimes you got to show motherfuckers that shit stink. The beautiful thing about this is now, I only want to do it this route. Going forward.
Forever now. Yes.
I only want to just take my money out.
You made your money back?
Not yet.
Okay.
But we right here.
You see the process.
Yeah.
Yes.
And plus, you know what? I have, because now that when I'm on the road, I see different audience, the demographics are changing, the numbers going. I'm like, okay, we probably made this money back.
Good.
So that's good. But now, I just want to go, let me put some money out, get a club, shoot, boom, straight to streaming. I don't even care to do it that way.
Because if you look at these other networks and the shows that they have on, you go, you picked him?
Exactly. And I was always told it's not about you versus that person.
No.
But it's like
algorithms and all
but it
this
shows
shit.
me that you guys don't know, you don't have your hand on the pulse.
Yeah.
You just going, this is the guy they said.
He got followers.
And nobody wants to lose their job, so nobody wants to take a
Seinfeld
chance.
in India, put him on.
Right. Nobody wants to take a chance because they don't want to lose their job.
Right.
But it's like, bro, is it really Tony Rock? This dude been doing this for dumb long. He's solidified, signed, sealed, and delivered by every other. His peers are all like, this is the dude. And they're like, I don't know. But they said this guy got 1 million followers. We got to go with this guy.
That's so cool.
So I'm like, bet, keep it like that. I'll keep it this way.
Yep.
And I'm ready to shoot again. I want to shoot again in like no later than February.
Your hour already? A new hour?
I'm going to do I'll do 20, let him do 20, or do 30, let him do 30. I'll do 30, let Jordan do 30. I'll do 30. Just
Like a
package
20
it
Rock
and
presents
just keep
thing.
putting them out.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
fuck an hour.
Yeah.
Fuck an hour. I was talking to Dave, and we were talking about like some of the greatest specials. Cat's first special was like 34 minutes.
Really.
Sam Kinison was like 37. These last ones,
Quake's
Quake's
was
34.
35, yeah.
Donnell 32. Like, you don't need an hour.
I think mine's is 44.
Mine's at 50 something. I want to bring it to 44.
Yeah.
Because I know even when I'm watching the greats, I'm like, okay, I gotta go take a shit. I want to go eat.
Yeah.
But if you have 34 minutes, I can sit there for 34 minutes. I can sit there for 40 minutes.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
People's
Short-
attention spans is going down.
But it's just like, I don't need to be sitting there for a whole hour watching comedy.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
what's up. But the next one I'm either gonna do, and I tell them all the time, I'm like, yo, if y'all niggas ain't ready, I'm going. I'm either gonna do a half hour myself, or I'll do 20, 20, 20, and we'll just do it like that.
That's dope.
Yeah. But now I know how to do it. I can plug it right in.
Call it Tony has done it again.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Definitely want to do
dope.
that. Because once you were so excited about doing the special, the first thing you thought was, I want to do it again.
It was dope,
Right?
man. I was there.
He was there, yes.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
So-
And to see your peers there is just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Netflix give you any? We just not doing exposition. Did you go anywhere else? You don't want to go anywhere else.
No, because now I've had so many different offers to do it different ways. I went to Comedy Dynamics. They offered me, I think, some Jordans. And it wasn't even like retros. I was like, that's it. They're like, you like lugs? I'm like, lugs? Not even Tim's. So
Some Joel.
So they offered me a horrible deal. And so I got a couple of horrible deals, but then when I learned about going direct to consumer, I was like, oh, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from now on, like, unless somebody says,
Yes.
this
Here's a
was
check
gonna
you
happen.
go.
This I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do the next one straight to consumer, and that's gonna be fire, and this one's fire, and they're gonna go, wait a minute.
We want to
We
own
should
some
get
of
this
that.
dude some money and just
Yeah.
like lock him down.
Yeah.
And that's when they're gonna come.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at Netflix because there's a zillion. Like my agent told me, he goes, "Don't be mad. They won't buy yours. They won't buy his. I'm like, they won't." And these are big names.
Yeah.
His.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at them. So
Joe Coy told a similar story.
Yeah, Joe Coy.
Like they didn't want to buy his. He shot it. Let some people see it. They was like, oh shit. They came back around. Now he's like on his like fourth, fifth special. He said that at the one of the tapings. Like they wasn't fucking with it. I shot it myself. Crowd goes crazy. Yeah.
Because they don't know. They don't have, like you said, they don't have their finger on the pulse. They just know what algorithms and logistics and how many social media followers you have.
They think that
You know what I mean?
translates.
Yeah.
And I've seen we've all
Sometimes
know that's not
yeah,
that doesn't work because
no.
I've been on some of those ensemble shows with the guy with the 5 million followers,
Right.
and we all like just whoa.
That's
Like,
not stand
whoa.
up.
People like, yo, get this guy out of here.
Right.
And
We don't know
man,
we don't know how many.
I've
of them
seen
are bots.
promoters like, yo, what the fuck, yo? I'm like, oh, you thought because he had 3 million followers like that, bro? That ain't.
We don't know who's bots. We don't know if half of them are. In,
Yeah, right.
They're in
And
Japan.
people be doing that too. They will
yeah,
buy
I was
followers.
trying to figure out how to do it. I was like, this little 245 ain't doing
Well,
it.
you do
no
it.
booking.
And buy it in like, increments. Don't be like,
Yeah, I was talking
yes,
to a guy who has 1 million. I was like, and we all know him, and I'll say his name off camera. I was like, how do you have 1 million followers, but when you post something, you have 8 likes,
Damn.
Yeah.
27 views? Like,
Yeah.
what are these million
You
people?
got
I
those
think I know the
ghost
person you're
followers.
talking about.
Yes.
I
Those
think
ghost
I might know
followers,
that person.
man. It's not real. You got to pay real money to get
Yeah.
those real followers.
Yeah.
Writing on anything good right now?
No, just those 3 or 4 projects I told you for those guys,
mm.
and then my show, and then I'm just trying to, like you said, I'm just trying to do passion projects unless they come with some decent checks.
Mm.
I want to do a podcast. I have a couple of different podcast ideas, and I just want to be funny. Like
Yeah.
tomorrow they want me to have an audition for Euphoria. I'm like, is he funny? You know what I mean? Like I know the stuff I'm not gonna get. He's this Western cowboy who does this, and he's killed over. I was like, they're not giving me that.
I feel like I shouldn't feel like that sometimes. Like they'll send me sides, and I'm like, yo, y'all know they're not gonna give me that, man. Stop
waste my
playing
time?
with me, man.
No, it's
Like,
a great casting director. She's
Yeah.
dying to meet you. She's not dying.
Yeah,
She's
man. I thought I was the only one that felt that way. Like I
No.
get the sides like
No, I've lost agents because I
Sometimes
wouldn't
it's-
go. Even
really?
when I was broke. Like they wanted me to go play. It was LeVar Burton's son on Star Trek like 20 years ago. I was like,
you ever feel like it's just a courtesy? Like they cool with
Yes.
your agents, so they're like, oh,
Yeah.
we'll send some people
Yep.
in. And I'm like, bro, they're not.
I don't
gonna-
need to
I'm
have
not
a-
in contention for this stuff.
that's why it's great we're stand-ups. It's like, I can go work tonight at the Laugh Factory for 20 minutes to feel whatever it is you think I'm going to get for this audition. And I'm going to be bad. I have no passion for being a black Klingon or whatever.
Black
Klingon. You had to wear the thing? Yeah.
I thought all of them was black.
So, you want me to say my name? Hi, my name is Chris. Yo, I don't care. I don't care. Even when I was broke. So I can't, my wife hates me because I will be broke and I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's different.
I am a real artist.
What did I read for, it was something I read for recently that I was like, I wouldn't mind. Oh, it was, and it taught me into that one too. The Equalizer with Queen Latifah.
Really?
It was a comic. It was a comic that was like out of rehab or something like that and was trying to get back in the game. And then the guy that wrote all his material was trying to kill him and he had called the Equalizer. And I was like, you know what? I would not mind getting this. And I thought I might have had a slight nod because I did a movie with Queen Latifah before. Right. So maybe she'll see my name like, oh shit, we did a movie together. You know? And I was like, that one I might want to. So I got ready for that one. Like I really got busy. You know what I'm saying? But it was a younger guy, so I was like, maybe they're not gonna give it to me. Like it was supposed to be like a Instagram comment. So I was like, that probably ain't gonna
Country Wayne.
So I wonder who got it. I was like, the other day I was like, I'm curious as to who got that.
Yeah, some stuff you get up for.
Yeah,
but those hurt when you don't get them.
Yeah, and then when you see the person who got it, no hate on them, but what they needed them to do is like.
I saw what's my man from Keenan and Kel.
Keenan.
The tall bald headed. What's his full name? Michael. The tall.
Oh, you mean not Keenan and Kel? You talking about Key and Peele?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Michael Keegan.
Keenan and Kel. I'm like Michael Keegan.
I was like Kel.
Michael Keegan. Yeah, Michael Keegan.
Yes.
I had an audition once for. Jay Moore had a short-lived sitcom. He played like a sports radio host. I remember that. And I had an audition for it. Read the sides, was like, yo, this is dope, super funny. Went in, got busy, thought I did my thing. And I'm one of those guys, like, I'll leave an audition like, that ain't it. Don't call my agent like, yo, just go to lunch. Like, or I'll go, yo, man, you might get a call on that one. I'm so in sync with me. Yeah, I'm like, I know. And I left like, yo, I think we made some noise in there. And he got it.
Right.
And I watched the episode. It was happened to be in the house one day, flicking channels. It was on. Oh shit, this episode. Let me see what this motherfucker did. Watched it and was like, he clearly deserved that part.
Yes.
He absolutely deserved that part. I'm not even gonna hate on this brother. That was perfect right there.
Listen to this one. George Wallace was it Reggie McFadden? George Wallace had a sitcom. So they had people coming to read for his son. And I went in and did my thing. Terrence Howard was there. I was like,
what?
What do you
You like, he ain't funny.
He's translucent compared to how dark George Wallace is, right?
That's not good.
And he's supposed to be like this basketball player. And he had the height. And I remember listening to him. I'm like, this motherfucker's fantastic. That's how you're supposed to say this?
Yeah, I do not like to listen.
I was listening.
I hate even hearing through the door. I'm like, I gotta go down
I
the hall.
had to listen because he had been working a little bit. I was like, who is it? Oh, you're supposed to say it like that? And he got it.
Man. What's the thing that you missed that you still remember to this day? Like you were up for, you were close.
You Got Mail with
Tom
Hanks.
Sleepless in Seattle. Yes.
Yeah.
I was up for that. And I remember Nora Ephron. She was wanting me, and then she was a stickler for words, right? And so if it was the and I said the, she'd be like, no, go back. And I'm like, yo, man, we going to the store. It's, the Springfields over there. The Springfields are there. The Springfields are there.
Wow.
Thank you. No, I'm gonna.
Dave came in and lit a cigarette. These Springfields over there. Perfect, David.
The, not the.
And I remember when I saw it, I was like, Dave. But he was good.
Man, what'd you miss?
What I miss? I think, wow. Something for Nickelodeon. Disney, Nickelodeon.
Right.
It was for father, and I got the pen, what's his name? Cockroach got it.
Carl Payne.
Carl Payne got it. I was like, Well, of course they're gonna give it to Cockroach.
Right.
They're gonna give it to him. So why'd you even have me come in?
Right.
But I enjoy
Play
doing
the
it.
worst one ever. I'm sorry. I know you got one.
No, go. I'm trying to think of one.
I went in for one that said, we want a Chris Spencer type.
Get out of here.
Swear on my mother. I got 2 stories like this. So I go in
And you
there.
didn't get the Chris Spencer type.
I'm like, hey. They're like, hi, how you doing? I'm waiting for him to go, Chris Spencer, I'm so glad you're here. And the cast director, cast directors become slaves when the producers are in the room. Wow. I'm like, yo, they don't know. I'm reading, and they're like, thank you very much. I'm like, they don't even know I'm Chris Spencer. That's one. No. One time I had this Domino's.
Wait, you didn't call your agent like, hey man, I just read like,
yes,
it was Chris Spencer in the room.
I didn't. I was so mad that I think my audition was bad because I was like, why am I reading for me?
Wow.
I remember when I said this.
Yes. One time I had a Domino's pizza commercial, right? I did a Domino's pizza commercial, and this was when Blockbuster was out. And so I had like 40, this is why I wasn't doing the road, because I had made so much money from stuff like this.
Yeah.
So they would go Domino's and then go rent Ghostbusters and then go rent Men in Black. All of those were different commercials giving me residuals.
Mm.
And so
you had the commercial.
I did the commercial.
Oh, okay.
And then they made it into this other thing where all these other commercials that sprouted off of it. Then they were like, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna bring the commercial back, and we just want you to come in and just do a VO for it. I said, be the VO for me? Yeah, just come back in. So I go in, I'm seeing myself on the screen. This pizza's good. Da 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 da.
It's you on the screen.
It's me on the screen and me going, man, Domino's $9.99 on Saturdays. You can do this, this, and this.
They couldn't dub your own voice onto you?
Montel Jordan got it.
I guess that's how he does it.
No, when I saw him, I go, that's not how you do me. Montel Jordan did my voice on the commercial.
Sorry,
Yes.
I didn't mean to step on that.
I'm trying to think of the one I missed.
I got more. I remember I read for Young and the Restless, right?
Mm.
It was me. It was another light-skinned dude.
I was always told you don't want not to do the stories, not to do daytime TV.
They told me not to do warm-up, and all my friends were getting rich doing warm-up while I'm broke.
They told me don't do warm up. They told me don't do commercials. They told me don't do daytime TV.
Yes. Who's they?
Just the
Bad management agents and richer brothers.
Anything. I'll take it.
Your rich ass brother told you that.
Young and the Restless. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I read for Young and the Restless, and I thought I did a good job. She goes, hold on, the producer's coming, but I just want you to know, there's a guy coming down here from San Francisco, and if he's not blind, crippled, or crazy, he's gonna get the role. I just want you to know that beforehand, but he's on his way down.
Right.
I'm like, what's his name? Shamar Moore. So I'm praying that this motherfucker misses his flight or whatever, or he's blind, crippled. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, this motherfucker's fantastic.
I had one recently. This is not the story, but I had one recently where my manager called me and was like, hey, I'm trying to get you in for this movie. They want JB Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
JB doesn't want to do it. I said, this is how much money this motherfucker making right now. He's just like, nah, I'm cool.
I don't want to do this.
And he's like, I'm just trying to get you, because we got the same management. Yo, we're trying to get you in. It'll be straight to like, if they say yes, you in. Ain't no process. And we have a meeting every Monday, right? Me and the management team. And like 2 Mondays go past, and I'm like, that third Monday, hey man, whatever happened with that JB joint? Oh yeah, we still fighting, man, because JB, they upped the money, and he still was like, I don't want to do it. God damn, this nigga making that much money. And he don't. And then like a week later, he was like, yeah, man, yeah, it's not gonna go forward with that. They wanted JB, he doesn't want to do it. They just like, all right, we don't want anybody else.
Damn.
I'm like, God damn.
We don't even do the whole production because he's not in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how much money JB getting.
I got one more story.
I got one.
I read for Boys in the Hood.
Really? What part?
John Singleton, I'm gonna tell you. John Singleton went to elementary school and junior high school with me. He tells me, he's like, yo, I got this script I'm doing. It's called Boys in the Hood, blah, 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 blah. You got to come in and read. Hell yeah. So Robbie Reed, I think it was Robbie Reed or Jackie Brown, one of them, Robbie Reed maybe. I read for Doughboy.
Oh shit, okay.
I kill it. Right? Call back. I see John. Yo, Chris, come here. yo, what's up? You ain't gonna believe this. What? I got Ice Cube playing Doughboy. I got my sides right here. I look, the word Doughboy just fell off the paper.
The paper started disintegrating like it was Thanos. That shit was like
he said,
Thanos dust.
I'm reading for Doughboy. Man, you ain't no Doughboy.
oh man.
But I got something else for you. There was nothing else for me.
Wow.
Yes. I've been here. I've been in the city
as
for
Doughboy.
I've been here for a long
That's what I'm saying. Like you've been. I've known you before I met you. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen everybody blow up. I saw Martin blow up. I saw Chris Tucker. I tell the story. The vest, that leather vest Chris Tucker has on Def Jam is my vest.
Wow.
You guys heard of the Fun Houses before y'all got here? J. Anthony Bryan was called Maverick's Flag was called Fun House. Chris Tucker used to open the show. So one night Chris Tucker was mad because Chris Tucker was late, and so J. Anthony started the show. This motherfucker won't put me up. So me and him started becoming cool. And he said, "Man, where you get that vest?" I said, "Oh, this is a place called Shot on Melrose." He goes, "Let me wear it." I said, "What's your name again?"
Oh, you didn't even know him?
We knew each other, but not knew each other like that. Like, so he's like, "I want to wear that vest on Def Comedy Jam." I said, "Okay." This dude came over my house.
Pissed off, man.
Nigga won't let me borrow his vest, man.
That's my
right.
Yep.
Roach is fighting. Yeah,
that's my
wow.
That's my vest.
Damn.
Wow.
Wait, who was somebody? Now, this is the questions I like. Okay, so you've been out here for a long. You said you saw everybody blow up.
Sorry, everybody blow up.
Who was somebody on the fast track? He's out of here, and it didn't happen.
Reggie McFadden.
Really?
You saying like he should have blew up? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Like I thought he should have been bigger. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
I remember that cat.
Reggie McFadden, dude. I'd be like, oh my God. I mean, he had some opportunities to live in color.
Yeah.
Daryl Heath.
Yeah. I remember. I came out here tail end of Daryl Heath.
Man.
Like I would see him every blue moon, and people was telling me, like you would tell me in other comments, like, yo, he used to be like out every night.
Magical. Like
I seen him twice. Like just to see.
Earl Manigault
did the joke one night about Batman getting in a fight.
Yes.
Nigga punched him in the face in the mask, but it was like
Bruce.
yeah.
Damn. Yes.
But he just stopped and started and stopped. He wasn't like fully.
He was fully, and then all of a sudden he got burnt.
Business.
Just like Reggie got burnt.
The business.
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of people don't have something else. You know what I mean? And then they get burnt, you know. Like when Alex, his other hustle, he started doing bags. I started writing.
Right.
Daryl, actually, I think he started doing stocks. Like he started doing other things, but we still had our toe in the business.
Right.
I'm writing for shows. Alex is making bags for Justin Bieber and Biggie or whoever. And Daryl was just like, I'm done with Hollywood. Like he was that burnt.
Oh no, see, I'm thinking you like when you say burnt, I'm in, like I took it as you were saying like
he's burnt out.
No, not burnt out. I was thinking you were saying along the lines of like the business fucked him. Like he got burnt.
No, I
like
think
that.
he was just like get tired of the hustle and the bustle.
Okay. Because I love it. I love it. So even if it's just if tomorrow they go, yo, you can only do this. There's no more other stuff. All right, cool.
Here's something that's funny. I forget which comedian said it. He said he was a stand-up comedian. He's making a living doing stand-up, and he went to his family's house for dinner, and his uncle was there. So, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing stand-up. He goes, all right, so what are you trying to do? He goes, no, I'm doing it. He goes, all right, well, good luck with that. He goes, no, I'm very successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many comedians that we know that aren't household names that are making six figures.
Yo, I said that.
Mid six figures every year.
I said that.
250, 300, 400,000.
Like 4
and they
episodes.
live in Maine, and they got a 5-bedroom, and you know what I mean. Like LA is only where you can be broke making $300,000 a year.
I said that. Like I said it about maybe 3-4 episodes ago. Like they don't even realize. Like people think when they think famous stand-up comics, they think or successful stand-up comics, they think this guy. Yo, it's so many people. Even when we in the airport every weekend, we see. Yo, where you heading?
Yeah.
Yo, where you heading?
What's his name? Regan.
Brian Regan.
Brian Regan.
Ridiculous.
Bob Marley doesn't leave
Maine
at all anymore. He came out here and played the game. He got burnt. Wow. Development deal after development deal after development deal. They shot the pilot. All that didn't get picked up. Came out, played the game. What the fuck am I doing? Went home to Maine. He does theaters
In Maine.
in Maine, sold out weeks, months in advance.
Yes.
And he only does, and it's like his son is like the production manager, and he only does them when he feels like it.
That's a great feeling.
He's at home
probably got
living
an
his
18
life.
bedroom for
Living his
$12,000.
life. He'll write material. That's pretty good. Write some more.
Damn.
Hey, book the theater. Let's do it. And go out and do
His
sold
theater.
all the money his.
Wow.
And then I remember the story was so relevant because his son, Young Boys is into the tech and all that stuff. His son goes, Dad, we're going to stream it live when people can pay and watch it online. And he's like, wait, what? Bob Marley's thinking like the asses in seats. And that's how old school he is.
Right.
Asses in seats.
Pay-per-view.
His son is like, yo, look how much money you made. I might get the number wrong, but I think he paid maybe $15,000, $20,000 for the whole studio, for the theater, the staff, or that. His son shows him how much money he made. It was like $700,000, some shit like that. And he's like standing with his child like, Dad, this will be cleared.
Because the whole, not because, he's in
the
the theater
whole
in Maine,
Vermont, Rhode Island,
Yeah.
Boston, Massachusetts,
Killing.
Maine, some of fucking Canada, upstate New York.
Kills up
Iceland.
It's like, yo. And he leaves, gets in his car and drives home right there.
Right there.
And the industry calls like, come out, let's talk. Nah, I'm cool.
I'm good.
Foxworthy's like that now. He's like, I'm just gonna do this little chunk right here, and every now and then I'll come out here. But
That's
I'm
crazy.
burnt on the industry.
That's crazy.
Ain't that something, man?
So, wait, tell them again about the docuseries.
Black Comedy in America. It's on Vice TV every Tuesday, 10 p.m. And
I'm on season 2.
he's on season 2. So is Joe.
Yes, I am.
And it's great. Tiffany Haddish and myself and Ryan Davis are the host.
Okay.
And so it's almost like Inside Sports, where we go out and we interview these people individually.
Oh,
we come back to a hub.
y'all catch him on tour?
No, we actually we've been to their places. They've come to studios. We've shot them in different places.
Okay.
But that's a good idea. On tour would be incredible.
Yo, you just walked off. You got to catch you. Listen, if I may,
on that high,
you got to catch them on that high when they just walked off, and the dope is in their vein, and the room is
dope is in the vein. I like that.
I did the Mothership. Have you done the Mothership? Austin,
Joe
Texas?
Rogan's
Have
in
you done it?
Austin.
No, I haven't done it yet.
Yo, I'm gonna send you the footage. Sold out room. Killing. I say goodnight. Like a group of 20 college white boys jump up. Tony. The room starts. Tony. I take my little step back to say my piece, and I'm just like watching this shit like, yo, this is fucking unbelievable.
Man.
And I turn and walk through the curtain, and that dope is pure, uncut.
Yes. Now it's time to get the interview.
It's like right there, like, yo, oh shit. Right there,
it's
yo.
such a feeling.
That's like, what the fuck?
It's such a feeling.
And then I go sell merch, and that shit
that.
just gone. And I'm like, yo.
Man.
Mothership. I gotta call Joe.
Oh, you
That's
got
a good
it. You
comedy.
have to do it.
Comedy environment.
Adam from Comedy Store.
Oh, right. Egan.
He runs it. You have to do it.
Done.
Yeah. All right, so one more time. Black Comedy in America
yes. on Vice TV,
Vice TV.
every Tuesday, 10 p.m.
Every Tuesday today.
And then, of course, I do my show in Inglewood because I'm from Inglewood. The Comedy Block Party, these guys have been on it.
Yes.
It's tomorrow.
At the Miracle Theater. Actually, no, I can't say tomorrow because this is airing
Yeah,
Thursday.
you missed it.
Yeah, you
Yesterday.
missed it.
You
It was
missed
2 days
it.
ago.
Who you got on?
Tony Roberts, Speedy, Jay Phillips, Dominique, Lil G, and somebody white.
Tony Roberts and I just did.
Love Tony Roberts. That's Tony.
We just did. He said he want to do a tour. He's like, yo, we got to find one more to do a tour.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Woods.
We just did.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
I don't know if that's good.
Nah,
We
ain't
just
nobody
did,
gonna come.
You made me spit.
Langston University's homecoming
Yes.
in
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I've never been to Oklahoma. My first time in Oklahoma. We were told by our good friend that put the show together, it was for alumni. Me and Tony like, hell yeah, we about to kill Oklahoma. We get there, we hear the Glorilla blasting. Like, that's not alumni music. After that, we hear some other rapper we don't know. We like, oh, hey, what the fuck? Curtain. Shh. Children. I go knock on Tony's door. Hey, see the audience? No, he said it's alumni. Go look. The fuck?
Where the AKAs at?
Yo, the whole set is just freestyle.
Yes, you have to.
Guesswork.
Listen.
Who from Oklahoma? What you
Yes.
doing? Who drunk? Who fucking tonight? To get through it. Like, come on.
I remember I
man.
had to do Penn State. TK Kirkland was with me.
Mhm.
And you know he's not for the children. He did the most genius thing I've ever seen. He took the mic and went into the audience and was interviewing people for 30 minutes. Where you from? All right. But he knew. But he was so mad he didn't even have a joke. Where you from? Say where you from. Where you from?
Cleveland.
All right. And you?
North Dakota.
That's great. Let's go to this table.
Oh, damn.
No jokes.
Nothing.
He's like, I'm gonna do my time and get the fuck up out of here. Yo, I would
imagine Penn State would be kind of lit though. No,
No.
It wasn't. It was
What
good
college
little
did I
white
do?
kids.
What
No,
college?
it wasn't Penn State. It was UPenn. So it was the private one.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What the fuck? Who booked y'all?
Margaret Thatcher or something. Condoleezza Rice.
Man.
But yeah, it was good to see TK in that light. Like, let me just get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Yo, I thank you so much for doing this, man. Taking the time out. I definitely got to make sure you see this new material.
Thanks, brother.
I'll let you
Let's
know
go to
when
Royale Earthquakes room right now.
Are they up tonight?
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Oh, that's right. They moved it.
Yeah.
All right, but I got to stop by and see Rube. You know, Ruby Tuesdays every Tuesday.
Oh, let's go by there.
Bet.
We're gonna bump somebody.
Ain't that
Rube, we just want to do one joke.
Rube, we just tell us one joke.
One joke.
I tell that to Rube sometimes, like, yo, I just need 5 minutes. I got to work something. Hey,
And he
go
gets
right
it.
ahead.
I love Rube.
5 minutes, yeah.
Ain't he the greatest?
If you in LA, Ruby Tuesdays every Tuesday at the Laugh Factory.
Yes.
Earthquake and Friends.
Yes.
The Kookaburra
Kookaburra Room.
Kookaburra Room.
On Highland and Hollywood.
Hollywood and Highland.
Royale
every
Watkins and Earthquake.
second Tuesday.
I think every.
The third.
Oh, they moved it to go weekly?
I mean, third Tuesday.
Aren't they weekly now?
That I don't
Oh,
know.
so
I
maybe
moved
it's
it.
once a month. Maybe
It's
it's
once a month.
And then DL's got a room. You know he's doing the Ice House now.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
And I'm doing Rock the World Wednesdays at the Laugh Factory. The next show is December 18th. And then Jamie said he wants me to do weekly starting in January.
Thursdays?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Rock the World Wednesday. I'm only doing 3 comics a show
Okay. So we can do some
so
time.
that I can do time.
So
It's
you
like,
can- he
look,
said, so
look,
I can do
look,
time.
New bit. Like, look, I got a new bit.
Right.
Let's try it. So all of that shit I got in the books, it's like, I never did this. Yo, bring somebody up, and then I'm doing new bits. Bring somebody up, new bits. So it's my workout room. Rock the World Wednesdays every week, starting in January. Next show is December 18th.
I'm doing it.
If you hear December 18th, got you.
Done. 3 comics. 1, 2. And then
Appreciate you,
find
man.
somebody.
Appreciate you, brother.
Joe Fox.
My man.
Yo, shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch.
Did you do that for me? Because I'm Jamaican.
No, but this is our sponsor. My man from Brooklyn.
Don't lie.
My guy from Brooklyn. Please take one. Go
That's
home,
how
boy.
Gary Owen on last time. He had Cincinnati rum.
No, this is
No,
real
joke.
deal. It's
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
out of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Straight out of Brooklyn.
I can't.
December the 17th?
December 17th, 18th. Oh,
No.
December 17th is oh.
December the 17th.
December the 17th. You missed it. Last week was the Date Joe Fox episode. It's a bigger room over here.
Yeah.
Live studio audience. We go live. 3 young ladies came in,
Oh, that's the room I must have saw.
hoping for the potential of going
Yeah,
on a
that's
dinner
probably, I
date with
think
Joe
maybe that's
Fox.
what you're talking
Yes.
about.
December 17th is the Date Tony Rock episode.
Yeah. Yep.
The
What?
10th? December 10th, the Date Tony Rock. No, December 10th is the Christmas party. They switched it. December 10th is the Christmas party.
Say the right joke then. I mean the right
December
date.
17th is the Date Tony Rock episode.
Okay.
Because we want to do that as the season finale.
Right.
But Christmas party is its own thing. December
All right.
17th, if you are a young lady in the Los Angeles area, or maybe somewhere else because you might get flued out, contact Joe Fox,
Might.
contact Trey Elliot. Let him know you're interested in being on the episode. We will work it out, see what
Yes.
happens. Dinner on me.
We got one interest already.
Shit, we got like 3 interests already.
No, the one that talked to me.
Oh,
I mean,
Trey already
like,
said he got 3 already.
he got 3?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. They're reaching
Yeah, man,
out
we
there.
creating
I
something
like
here.
it.
This is gonna be
Reaching out.
big. It's gonna be big.
I like it.
Live in the green room.
All right.
Link right here. Subscribe, like, share. The special is out. Rock the World on all streaming platforms. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Tell me you love it. Tell me you hate it. Just watch the motherfucker.
Just
And I'm gonna shoot another one in February. Charleston, I love you. Peace.